but I wanted to do hood rat stuff for my friend.
Hanging from a thread till you dead, cause your partner put a price on your head. Cause your chick was laying up in his bed, she getting details, spilling every word that you said. She working retail, thirsty bitch just trying to get ahead. If history tell us anything, y'all both end up dead. It's just a street tale, a fable, some shit someone said. Sit at the table and hope there's more to offer than bread. Pulled out the cradle, first steps you getting chased by a fed. No head starts, just body parts and lead sparks. Old religion, brand new hate and weak hearts. Oligarchs, krakens, dragons, you see sharks. Imagine you could manage to maneuver the deep part. You a savage, you can have it, just show all your teeth sharp. If you could grab it, you could stab it, just aim for the bleeding heart. The ones that show compassion, the soldier that seeks art. Does the artist that wage war take over or take part? Taking a knee, thinking no one faithful is me. I'm good people in bad lands, no evil live within me. I mind mine, I'll survive, find this land's for the free. If I'm mistaken, I'm forsaken, no one rescuing me. Residual effects, straight bullets through familiar necks. For any number of infractions that I deem disrespect. Your beliefs, you deserve better, but we both in the shit. You just haven't come to grips with it yet. Fight or flight, and they ain't really nowhere to go. If your back is against the wall and you ain't throwing no blows, you gon' crumble in the rubble, become blood in the snow. If you a victim, they collect them, grab the body and go. Dig them and ditch them, total disregard for the soul. Gas them and lit them, watch the flesh burn in the glow. Where we live and catch a shiver, this a hell you don't know. Your best hope is that your dying ain't slow, or your dying's a show. Where we at, it's every man for his own. A bloody backdrop, where killers just zone and slice flesh to the bone. Masked and gloved up front of your home. A flash of gun, but the side of your dome. Fresh blood from a stone, dents in your sense. Kick your fucking ball through the fence, dare you to say something. No sense in sitting around in suspense. Find out what's next, open your fucking mouth, disrespect. See the extent of how my life is intense. She beautiful and oppressed in a permanent summer dress. She a servant and still she blessed. Children cradled against her breast, whispering prayers, wishing their souls the best, knowing that they forgotten, not forgetting they're blessed. The bloodiest red lights, just piles of dead life. Something must be broken, the glyphs wasn't read right. You think them Bible papers will shed light? Yeah, right. Burn after reading, tell the preacher I'm leaving. What is poppin', people? Welcome back to the Ill Cartel. I am your host, Shy Ill, and we are back in the building. Salutes to you for joining me on this lovely Monday night. Hope everybody got their week started off right and got after that money this morning. Millions! I wish abundance on all your pockets. If you're a good human being, salutes to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. One sec. What's poppin', people? I gotta get my stream deck popping. Something happened. What is good? What is good? What is good? Hope everybody is well. We were just here yesterday. Was it yesterday? What's today, man? Today's Tuesday. Today's Monday. Well, today's Monday, all right? When was that god awful soccer game? That was yesterday? Did I do that yesterday? I don't know, man. My hours bleed into each other. The days bleed into each other. It is what it is. Salutes to y'all. Welcome. Shout out Shannon in the building. Salutes. 323G. Hit the like button. Wipe your feet on the way in. Leave all your bullshit outside, man.
Bullshit.
Shout out Tere on the check-in. Where'd it go? All right, boom. All right, hit that like button. Don't cost a thing. I agree. We are at 50%, less than 50%, which is kind of whack. Shout out Michael Moreno. Oh, wait. Salutes. Shy, salute, bro. And the usual suspect. Shout out Big June on the check-in. Salutes. Welcome, Fayed from the high desert. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. All right, we got a solitary focus today. We are going to talk about El Mayo Zambada being sentenced to life in what? Prison? In hospital? What? I don't know. I got to take a look. I've been seeing the reports out of my peripheral, out the corner of my eye. Not really paying attention. Want to go through it with y'all. Also, I understand he made a statement. So we want to talk about his statement. I believe Jay Flores put out an open letter, basically, that I'm going to check out. And we'll go through the news and see what Judge Comover had to say about this. And, whether they're going to put him in the hospital or put him in the ADX just like Chapo. All right, we've done the poll about it. I don't remember what happened, but if we asked if he'd be in the hospital in the ADX, I think hospital won. Right? But before we get started, I want to take a moment to say rest in peace to a friend, a mentor, an amazing person in the music business, a true believer. A true believer in Shy Ill, somebody that put me on mixtapes all over the world, a person that put me on mixtapes that introduced me to the South, just all around good man, good father, great businessman. Rest in peace, OG Bigger Rankin. He passed away this morning, and I just want to say thank you to him. Just thank you, man, for all of that shit, for being a believer, for always, holding me down, for always putting me in positions and mentioning my name in those places. So, salutes to him, and I want to give him a moment of silence. All right. And let me drop that in the chat. R.I.P. OG Bigger Rankin. Rest in peace, brother. Salutes to him. So we're gonna talk about that, and that's pretty much it. After that, if we're still here, we're here for a good time, not a long time. If we're still here, maybe we get a body cam in, maybe not. We'll see. All right, let me keep running through the chat quickly. Happy Impromptu Live, Big June. Shout out James Scott on the check-in. Appreciate you. Mo Love back in. What prison is he going to? I don't know. Is it a prison or is it a hospital? We're going to find out. Shout out 10K. Salutes. Yeah, bigger ranking, man. Shout out 10K. This stupid translation. Yo, YouTube, you got to stop, bro. You got to stop with the translation. Rest in peace, OG Bigger Ranking. One of a kind voice he had, put a lot of rappers on too. Rest in peace to the big homie. Absolutely. If you find a motherfucker that got something bad to say about Bigger Ranking, dude's probably a straight bitch. Real talk. You know? R.I.P. Atlanta Alley Boy. You find somebody got some foul shit to say about Bigger Ranking, they out of pocket. All right. Salutes. Appreciate you, 10K. All right. All right, man. Let me pull up El Tubo. Let's see what we got on Mr. El Mayo Zambada. All right. I also had the Department of Justice. Shout out 10K. Absolutely. All right. See what we got here. Here we go. I'm going to read this real quick. Let's get it. Monday, July 20th, 2026. Co-founder of the Sinaloa Cartel, El Mayo Zambada Garcia, sentenced to life in prison in order to forfeit 15 billion. No. Billion in drug trafficking profits. Good luck with that. Where are you going to get that from? His avocado farm? El Mayo spent nearly 4 decades leading the Sinaloa Cartel's trafficking of tons of fentanyl, cocaine, and other deadly drugs into the United States, and ordered ruthless acts of violence to protect his enterprise. El Mayo, 76, of Sinaloa, Mexico, was sentenced today to life in prison in order to pay $15 million in forfeiture for his role as the principal leader of a continuing criminal enterprise, the Sinaloa Cartel, one of the most violent and powerful drug trafficking organizations in the world, and for his involvement in racketeering. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. Today, narco trafficker El Mayo was sentenced to life in prison, marking the end of his reign over the Sinaloa Cartel, one of the most violent and deadly drug cartels in history. He will never again inflict carnage, corrupt public officials. Is he actually, how do you corrupt somebody? Did you create their lust? Did you create their lust for money? Did you create their willingness to sell their soul? So I don't know. Miss me with the way they talk. All right? He'll never be able to corrupt public officials again. Shut up.
Shut up, bitch.
All right? The fuck? Where's it at? All right, he will never again inflict carnage, corrupt public officials, or traffic deadly drugs into our communities that ruin Americans and their families, said Assistant Attorney General A. Tyson Duva of the Justice Department Criminal Division. And Mayo's conviction is historic, and it reflects the Justice Department's commitment to the total elimination of cartels and transnational criminal organizations that threaten American lives. Good luck with that. To those who remain, we will find you. Uh-oh, he sounds like Pam Bondi. We will find you. I have a particular set of skills. I will find you. We will prosecute you. And you too will face substantial time in prison. Okay. Ismael Zambada Garcia spent nearly 4 decades poisoning American communities to make make billions of dollars in profits and ordering the murders of anyone who stood in his way. Today, that chapter closes for good. Now, I don't think so, unfortunately. Said U.S. Attorney, it'd be so much victory talk. What did you do? In the time since somebody else kidnapped him for you and brought him to you, have you stopped drug trafficking? No. Oh, is he? Oh, he's just another piece of the puzzle? Okay, then keep going. What are we celebrating about? He will spend the rest of his life in a U.S. prison. That's what this guy says. Exactly where he belongs. But I don't think this U.S. attorney has the say-so in where he stays. This sentence was made possible by the tireless bilateral cooperation between U.S. and Mexican law enforcement, who refused to let El Mayo's years of evading justice become a permanent state of affairs. We hope that today's sentence brings some measure of justice to the countless victims of the Sinaloa cartel's narcotics trafficking and violence. El Mayo spent nearly 4 decades leading a cartel that poisoned American communities, corrupted public officials, and used murder and terror to protect its power. You keep repeating yourself. Oh no, these are just these guys repeating each other. Today's life sentence ensures that his reign of violence is over for good. This result reflects years of determined work by prosecutors in the Southern District of Florida, who helped build and carry this case alongside our partners in Brooklyn, Texas, the Criminal Division, and federal law enforcement. No cartel leader is beyond the reach of American justice. I can name 3 right now. And the Southern District of Florida will stay in the fight until the job is finished. All right, do your thing. The sentencing of El Mayo to life in federal prison is a landmark moment in the fight against transnational criminal organizations. This administration has made the total elimination of cartels a national priority because Mexican drug cartels are a multifaceted threat to the American way of life. Today's sentencing is yet another example of our commitment to accomplishing that goal. America! Fuck yeah! This is America. Hit that like button, man. Y'all being greedy. 41 concurrent viewers, 14 likes. If you've been here more than 5 minutes, we have entertained you and we have earned it. Stay a while. Let's see. This administration has made the total elimination of cartels a national priority because cartels are a multifaceted threat to the American way of life. Today's sentencing is yet another example of our commitment to accomplishing that goal. The Western District of Texas is literally on the front lines of that fight, and our AUSAs and support staff will continue to wake up every day and do the next right thing on behalf of the American people, just as they did in this case and so many cases like it. Today's sentencing sends a clear message to every cartel, every foreign terrorist leader. No matter how powerful you become or how long you evade justice, DEA will not stop pursuing you. For decades, El Mayo helped lead the Sinaloa cartel, now designated a foreign terrorist organization, fueling violence, corrupting public institutions. Nah, nobody had to do that. Those public institutions came into the game corrupted. Miss me with the bullshit.
Bullshit.
Blah, blah, blah. We'll never stop doing this. America. All that shit. It's another comment. Same shit. All right, let's get to the video. These guys are just giving each other pats on the backs for something that was cartel business. That was cartel business. That wasn't just the United States. Oh, we went and we captured him. What did Pam Bondi say? Got him. We got him. What'd you get? You got somebody to do the job for you? That's what you got. Yeah. Cut the shit. All this patting on the back. That's all promotion talk, man. Everybody wants a promotion. All right, we got to see what Judge Comover had to say. All right, and then let me get in the chat real quick. Do any of them really hand over their money to the government once they bust it? It'd be crazy numbers. They get what they can. I'm sure they get what they can get their hands on, and and what you give up. Now, if they find something off the table that they can link, I don't know, bro. I don't think they ever get the rewards either. But again, the people that get the rewards, they're probably not gonna talk about it. Shout out James Scott. I'm speculating anything 10 years or better in the pen for El Mayo is probably as good as a death sentence anyway. Absolutely. Prison healthcare ain't shit, and dude's body is probably seen many hard party nights. Yeah, absolutely. But here's the thing: he don't want to deal with just prison health. He want to be in a prison hospital. That's where he want to be right now. Don't put me in the ADX next to Chapo, man. I don't care if there's 10 feet of concrete between us. We're not friends no more. He's not my compadre no more. Shout out Sobrino on the check-in. If the government was smart, they would put him in a prison with medical treatment he needs unless he gives up a couple billion in assets. Well, that's what he's asking for. He wants to go to a federal hospital prison. He does not want to go to an ADX, which is pretty much was destined for cartel leaders of his stature. No? That's what he wants, though. We'll see. We'll see how many billions he gives up. The drug trafficking will not stop as long as there's demand. That's it. That's it. And it hasn't slowed down. Nothing happened. Hold on. Let me send this guy a middle finger. Middle finger to the law. All right. The fluff report from the Department of Justice. Yeah, they ain't slow nothing down. Everybody's still doing dope. Everybody's still getting their little money. I don't know what your soul is worth, man. They damn sure ain't getting no billions out of Mayo. He got mad legit companies. You probably ate a piece of produce today. Had something to do with him. Just be like that. All right, they got a whole press conference here. We're going to see if... That's probably the quotes that I just read. From all the pats on the back. Did they thank Joaquin?
He was one of the most powerful figures in the history of the Sinaloa.
Did they thank the Chapitos? Huh? That's my question. That is the question. Or they'll give him that medical prison since he didn't take it to trial. See, that's my thing. He went in there virtue signaling about, look, I didn't take it to trial. I'm a good guy. Put me in the hospital. And then there's people who say, listen, man, we want some justice. Or they'll give him that medical prison since he didn't take it to trial. Yeah, he wants that. Like Chapo, they shut down Brooklyn Bridge for court hearings for Chapo, so I'm sure that wasn't cheap. Miles saves them money, and he made sure he made that point. But like, we're making deals. How many graves, how many mass graves you gotta have for you to just serve your shit, man? This is the condena. When I was a kid and they told me I was grounded, I was fucking grounded. There's too many dudes that are falsely imprisoned right now that probably shouldn't be in prison that DNA can rescue that nobody's working on. And we're coddling these guys that we call terrorists for the last 30 years. Some of them pedophiles. Most of them, if not all of them, murderers, snitches, grapists. What are we doing with all this deal shit? Is the criminal justice system, is it a casino now? Is it this is Vegas? Huh? You know, all this talking, everybody getting deals. You get a deal, you get a deal, you get a deal. Sam, shout out Sam on the check-in. I heard the request was for hospital stay with chilaquiles delivered daily and no more locked doors. See? Is that asking for a lot? Can we negotiate? All right, you could keep the chilaquiles. And we got to lock the door between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. All right? Have you talked to the Flores twins about the sentence? I have not. We'll see if one of them, if not both of them, pop up tonight. We shall see. I have not, though. I do have a post that Jay Flores put out there that I want to read. The Chapitos out there with a mariachi band celebrating. Yeah, I don't know what's there to celebrate. I don't know. They said his family's tied to 276 legit businesses and a big milk brand used in Mexico. Is Mayo's or has a huge share in it. No, we ran through a whole list of fucking companies when we were doing El Traidor that was crazy. You know what I mean? And he definitely got a lot of legit money, right? But when it was Eazy-E, when Eazy-E used his drug money to build a legitimate empire, motherfuckers wanted to take that shit from him. What are we talking about? Two different size empires. I wasn't aware of him being that deep in the legit business game. They might just get some big money. Oh, he got some shit. I don't know if they gonna take it from them companies. He'd be like, that's my grandbaby's company. I don't know. Let's get it. Oh, shit. Shout out Borregazo on the check-in. Salutes. Shout out Raven on the check-in. Raven, Ill Crime's been jumping. Ill Crime's on a regularly scheduled programming. Well, I got it scheduled. It's coming out little by little. Shout out Big June. Tap that like button. The channel deserves it. Thank you, Shot, for all the hard work. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for being here. Shout out Velez on the check-in. He's sad. He got his little hat on and shit. And he is swinging.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Shout out Velez. All right. Got his little hat on. Shout out Think Like a Kingpin. Hearts up. All right. Salutes. Shout out Shannon. What's good, Shy? Saludos. Shout out Peter Flores. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here, sir. All right. Boom. All right. Let's see what this newscast is talking about.
He was one of the most powerful figures in the history of the Sinaloa cartel, and now the leader, known as El Mayo, has learned his fate. Senior border correspondent Ali Bradley has been following it all, joins us live. So, Ali, what happened today in court?
Yeah, hey, Nicole. Well, the co-founder of the Sinaloa cartel has learned his fate. He's going to spend life in prison in the United States. So a federal judge today in Brooklyn sentencing 76-year-old Ismael El Mayo Zambada to life without the possibility of parole after he pleaded guilty to leading a continuing criminal enterprise and racketeering. As part of his plea agreement, the court also entered a $15 billion forfeiture judgment against him.
The man who helped cause so much of this devastation will never direct violence again, never again profit from American deaths, and never again operate under the illusion that he is untouchable. There's no corner of this organization beyond our reach, no level of leadership off limits. If you lead, enable, or profit from Sinaloa cartel operations, we're coming for you.
Federal prosecutors describe Zambada as
America.
This is America.
Shout out Think Like a Kingpin. Bro, your cartel episode was fire. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it. Salutes. I think it's the best one yet. Trying to get better and better at them. But I appreciate it. His sons keep growing that empire every day. They say when Vicente got his time, his wife was taken off the blacklist and had her accounts open, and that had millions. Well, look at Ovidio. They was able to come over with Gucci and Louis bags full of what? I think it was money. Shout out Raven. I love Ill Crimes. Got to play catch always. Get it popping. It's popping over there now. All right. You hit the like button. Good. All right. Shout out P. You are puro journalist chingón, coño, man. Recipe Chucky chingón.
Coño, man.
You're a journalist. Nah, that's too much responsibility. Even the journalists are not lying nowadays, so shit's fucked up out here. What are your thoughts on this sentencing, P? You don't know if you like that I'm a journalist yet? I ain't no journalist, bro. I don't know if I like it. Oh, the video, my bad. Shout out there. It sounds like he's talking about Trump. Who? This guy with the comb over?
Or profit from Sinaloa cartel operations.
Look at this fucking guy right here. That motherfucker said, you rang. All right, we got Fat Joe back here. We got this guy here. Tough guy. That's a clip on tie.
We're coming for you.
Federal prosecutors describe Zambada as one of, if not the most prolific and powerful narco traffickers in the world. They say he spent more than 3 decades helping build the Sinaloa cartel into one of the world's most violent criminal organizations, overseeing the trafficking of cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, and fentanyl into the United States while ordering murders, kidnappings, and paying millions of dollars in bribes to protect the cartel. After Joaquin El Chapo Guzman was extradited to the United States in 2017, prosecutors say Zambada became the cartel's sole top leader. They say under his leadership, the organization moved at least 1.5 million kilograms of cocaine, expanded its fentanyl trafficking operation, and generated billions of dollars in drug profits. Zambada's attorneys asked the court to recommend a secure federal medical facility because of his age and health, but prosecutors argue he still poses a significant security risk, saying loyal members of the Sinaloa cartel could continue to take direction from him from behind bars. This all comes as new questions surround how Zambada ended up in U.S. custody in the first place. Mexico is now investigating whether the FBI played a larger role in the 2024 capture that was previously disclosed, a controversy that has strained relations between the two countries. Now, prosecutors also allege that there are 90 other cartel leaders within the United States, Nicole, that they want to bring charges against. So we'll see more individuals, as you heard that prosecutor say, if you are part of one of these now designated terrorist organizations, they're going to be coming for you. Nicole?
All right, Allie Bradley live for us with...
We're coming for you. Got him. All right, shout out Peter Flores. Man, bro, he had it coming, and this is a real W for the government. Shit's over, bro. Game's gonna transform to a Colombia-style hustle, quiet, no violence, etc. Good. Good. What they gonna do with all these violent ones? What happens when there's a transformation like that in Colombia? Huh? What did they do with all the can't get rights? What did they do with all the warmongers? Huh? The hotheads. But he was old as shit. He got less than 5 years left in him before he kicks rocks. I didn't get a chance to know what the Mayo, what the turnout was with Mayo, so waiting to see what a great negotiator the senor is. Bro, I'll reach out. Reach out. What are you talking about? Talking to me? If they put him in ADX on Chapo type scrutiny, that old man's spirit gonna break and he's gonna take his trip to hell. He don't know what that's like. Chapo knows what that's like. Chapo definitely knows what that's like. And Mayo's been hearing him complain about it, I'm sure. But yeah, that's he don't want to see that shit. Now I want to know. Now I want to know who's surprised. Oh, who's surprised? Ain't nobody surprised. I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. I need to get that on the soundboard. I need Nate Diaz. I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. You think so? You think they'll let him in the hospital, Peter? Let's see if he answered that. Okay, do you think? Shout out Peter Flores. I'll see if we can chat later. My family waiting for me to have dinner. I'd like to discuss Mayo with you. If we're still here, man, hit me up and I'll drop the link. I appreciate you. Buen provecho. Tell the family I said hello. $5 years. He's old. Tere, in the hospital? That's their job to keep his ass alive. Shout out LDUS. They talk like they found him. If it wasn't for Joaquin, he would have died a legend peacefully in Mexico. No mames. Huh? He would have died a crumpled old man on a farm. What? He's not a legend no more because he got caught? Man, it's hard to please you guys, huh? Shit. Lose your legend status when you get caught. Guess what? Part of being a criminal legend is going to jail.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail.
All right. Enjoy your dinner. True, but he really gets nothing because he's so old. He might do maybe 10 years alive if the health gets better, or less than 5 on a bad day. Yeah, either way, he ain't gonna see comfort. Mostly chemistry-based drugs will be produced since the field work is diminished. Shadow labs with Chinese supplies will thrive. California's flower scene has proved this is a thing. So that's it. In 30 years, we'll be talking about some different bullshit. Shout out Zorada, I made it finally. Welcome. Thank you for being here. You beat JP. JP's not here. He's still a legend. The Mayos will live on. Stop it, man. Oh, man.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
You gotta stop it, man. So don't matter. Everything is just allegations to you, huh? Fuck everybody. If they're chomos, no problem. If they're mass murderers, no problem. It's all good. Does he make you some money? I wish he'd make you some money, man. Otherwise, that shit sound ridiculous. They have a federal prison hospital. He good. He good, Raven, right? They got him. They gonna take care of him. Shout out Vernon Himes on the check-in. The RoboCop drugs will drop. Yeah, we're gonna be dealing with something different in 30 years. Different story.
Jonathan Pantia sent $2 #SmutTonsMutonsMut.
Shout out JP for the $2 power chat. Hashtag smut. I don't even know what he's talking about. I know Zoraida arrived to the chat before JP did, though. That I know. This I know. That is fact. So, matter of fact, I should bring you up on charges for putting smut on my name.
Put him in a fucking bed, you might.
Why does he need special treatment? Don't they have like hospitals at federal prisons? He should be treated like all the other prisoners. Agreed. Don't tell dude that. Dude's like, no, bro, they should open the doors and let him out. He's a good man. Okay. He killed his friends and enemies alike, bro. Get better heroes. Oh, they talking to JP in the chat, but JP's in the power chat. I don't see him in the chat. He in the power chat putting smut on my name. Let's get it. See what else we got here. I want to hear this or read his words. Let's look up an article that has it. The DOJ was just swinging. Maybe the DOJ had it further down. Let me see. They don't care what he had to say. Let's see if the BBC has it. Here, let me see if they have the full statement. El Mayo full sentencing statement. They're giving me the whole thing. I want his statement. It's funny how they think because they got him, it's all over. It's over. It's over. It's over. Nancy Reagan's dream has come true. Everybody has just said no. It's over with, Shannon. What do you mean? It's insane the amount of mild propaganda in which they portray him as a good person. It's so crazy that these alucines, like, he don't make you no money, bro. He don't do nothing for you. He'd spit on you. Unless you were on fire. You know, other than that, he don't give a fuck about you, bro. Oh, he did good business and he hid for so long. It ain't hard to hide. Huh? Eventually you get caught. You didn't do it good enough. You shit the bed. Yeah, he knows he's always... Anybody would try to... If there was an opportunity, anybody going to prison, if any of us was going to prison, we're trying to go somewhere nicer. You know what I mean? We're trying to go to the nice spot. So, we can't really trip on, you know, him trying to get out of there. All right, let's see what this got to say. Zambada spoke through a Spanish translator during the hearing. He said he was sorry for the harm he caused and for the example he set. I'm sorry for the harm that I caused and the example I set, and called for future generations to choose a different path. This is just too easy for me. I've seen it my whole life. It's too... Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. It's too easy. As far as, like, come on, guys, I gangbanged all the way until I was 35 and I survived it. And then I went and I got married and I did this. All right, cool. Let's redeem yourself, right? But, you know, and they do the same thing with jail and shit. And it's like, all right, cool. But, man, shut the fuck up, man.
Jonathan Pantria sent $2 hashtag saludos mi querida amiga Zoraida hashtag saludos il cartel and chat hashtag I hope you are all having a blessed and grateful sentencing Mayo Monday hashtag like and subscribe to the great quality content hashtag we growing hashtag it's free.
Shout out JP for the $2 power chat. Saludos mi querida amiga Zoraida. Salutes to Il Cartel and chat. Hope you all having a blessed and grateful sentencing Mayo Monday. God damn, coño, man.
Coño, man.
Like and subscribe to the great quality content we growing. It's free. Shout out to the hashtag King. Don't cost you a thing. Hit that like button. Shout out to the hashtag King. Candidate for the people's chant. You know, you gotta be kissing hands and shaking babies, man. But yeah, it always, like, you know, there's people that died in that life, man. That you put in that life. Look at Velez. Velez, another sad nut hugger. God damn. Velez, man, I expect so much better from you, bro. I expect so much better from you. This in my culture shit is the fucking softest shit I ever heard of. You gotta stop. All right, he wants to head to celebrity prison. celebrity prison camp without fences. That's where he wants to be. Velez crying and shit today. Listen, man. You saddened me. But, you know, I get it. Oh, you feel good. But people died in that life, bro. People that you brought into that game. You know, gang banging or otherwise. And then all of a sudden, when it's convenient for you, oh, we got to talk peace. We got to talk this. We got to talk that. Man, it's bullshit. Jesus and blah, blah, blah. I believe you can find Jesus after all of that. I do. I believe you can find any religion, right? But what you have to do is miss me with the changed ways and all of that shit. If I turn back the clock on you 20 years and gave you the opportunity to do something else, you'd probably be a better criminal because you saw where you ended up. Damn, Velez so sad he want to talk about the World Cup, that trash ass game that we sat here for 18 hours and watched the other day. Velez Saffers lost yesterday and today. Yeah, holding them L's. You gotta hold those L's, man. Yeah, hold them in the fucking bathroom. Shout out Brian. It's next man up. Who's that? And who has a Rolodex like Mayo and Chapo did? I believe Peter's hypothesis, man. Shit, the old way of doing things is gonna go the way of the dodo bird. Cause they get, who's left? Now these guys, they got money, right? So yeah, you could pay for a politician to do this or that, or law enforcement to do this or that. But you cannot build a 30-year relationship like their father had already done. That shit don't just switch over from father to son, you know? If we're being honest, he still got a way better situation than he deserves. What? He lived his whole life outside. The decrepit years that he was going to spend depressed sitting at his rancho, that's the only difference. That he was going to be where he wanted to be on his mountain. But he lived a life. And of all of them, he's the guy that didn't see no prison. So, don't cry for him, man. Especially when you got to pay the rent on the first. Fuck is wrong with y'all?
Emotional, damn it.
Fuck out of here. You really think he enjoyed his life? You fucking right he enjoyed his life. You fucking right he enjoyed his life. Miss me with the hiding and the. He wasn't running around with a suitcase. He wasn't living normal. But he had other things to make up for it. He was eating, drinking, fucking, sucking, snorting. He did all of that shit, man. He had a good time. He lived a good life. Fuck you mean, Velez? Now, Chapo, he lived a little bit of a life. He had some shit, but he went to jail a lot. Last minute watch party, some friends from Colorado surprised us. Tell them don't ever fucking surprise y'all again on my night. Huh? Salutes. Last minute, we had the stream planned for a month. Exactly. Mayo got to enjoy his life, so he really just finishing his last days in prison. That's it. Yeah, Sinaloa fell. Hopefully it all falls, bro. All it is oppression. It's not drug dealing no more. It's a psychopath cult. Fuck the terrorist organization. Fuck all of that. It's a psychopath cult. It used to be about drugs and money. When you get away with murder with impunity, it becomes a habit. If it wasn't already, you already have it in you. Next thing you know, you've raised and pushed on 1,000 psychopaths that are just bloodthirsty, that don't know what it is for law enforcement to beat their ass, that don't know what it is to need to pay a bill, that don't know what it is to deal with a bully, that don't know what it is to deal with pushback.
Jonathan Pantria sent $2.02 hashtag serious question for everyone, especially the twins. If they take the link hashtag, if they really gonna go after everyone who profited hashtag, are they gonna go after the corrupt politicians and everyone on both sides hashtag Velas Saca la Bolsota Scarface shit for you hashtag Coño Main.
Shout out JP for the $2.02 power chat. Serious question for everyone, especially the twins. If they take the link, the twins, if they take the link, if they really going after everyone who profited, are they gonna go after the corrupt politicians and everyone on both sides? I could answer that, but I'll leave it to them. Hashtag Velas Saca la Bolsota Scarface shit for you. Coño, man. Yeah, because he got tears in his eyes.
Coño, man.
Fuck out of here, man. You got to take your ass to work still. Mayo ain't stop you from having to go to work, motherfucker. He ain't help you. Hit the like button if you get to do so. There's almost 20 of y'all that just refuse. If you've been here more than 5 minutes, we've entertained you. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the view, but I'd appreciate the like much better. So remember, we are dealing with a culture of psychopaths. They got cocky with it, man. Super cocky with it. What's the question, Brian? Sha, I wasn't happy about it. It was World Cup night. I hate when my schedule isn't following right. Yeah, I hear you. Don't ever surprise me. Phone first. That was an old commercial back in the day when I was a shorty. Phone first. All right? Phone first. Shout out Big June. It's not Matthew. Please hit that like button. Appreciate you, sir. Longevity didn't go undefeated, but better at 75 than 25 for sure. Saludos. Shout out TJ Betts. Absolutely. He lived his life. He had his horses and his cows and he had some bitches. He had some money. He had a whole bunch. He had 16 kids. Again, he did it all. He did all the Scarface shit, man. He had the joy of orders, giving orders to kill motherfuckers. He lived his life, man. Go sit your ass down now. But it's just convenient to me that when they survive it, it's like, yeah, stay out of the game, kids. Papa, you got to do bigger than that. You ain't got no money now. You could have helped when you had the money. You ain't got shit now. Cold cheeseburger. Fuck are we talking about? I'm sorry for the harm that I caused and the example I set. I call for future generations to choose a different path. Why would they listen to you? They're not. Hey, LDUS, man. You know, Velez. Hey, man, he just said choose a different path, bro. Are y'all gonna listen to him? Are you gonna be crying for Argentina tomorrow? Oh no, that was today. If there's one thing I can say that has value today, it's this: the violence must end, said the former cartel boss. Who taught them how to be violent? Who gave them the authority and the free reign of Mexico, the free reign of Sinaloa to be violent? Where'd they get that from? Where'd they get that from? Can somebody answer that question? Corridos, they got it from corridos. Where them corridos come from? From what behavior? Right? Shout out to Brian. I appreciate you. You're helping push the content forward in the chat. Salutes to you. This fucking guy. Hierba mala nunca muere. No mames, man.
Now go home and get your fucking shot.
No mames, wait. Fucking go put your little Kurt Angle hat on. He had the life. A lot of company, women, kids, house, big empire. Now he got a free museum courtesy of the United States government. Coño, man. A museum?
Coño, man.
Oh, no, he does got a museum. That's right, where the plane's at. I thought you said they was putting him in a museum. Shout out Elizabeth on the check-in. Salutes to you. Thank you for joining us. They got it from the bosses, right, Brian? They got it from the bosses. It started about selling drugs. When it became about killing, it became about killing. And now if you didn't shake my hand, I want you dead. And not only you, I want your whole family dead. And then I want your army dead. And then so on and so forth. But all of a sudden, he didn't say this shit. Now he's 70. And we say, oh, he's an old man, right? He's 76 years old. He didn't say this when he was 75. When he was a free man. Huh? And people are going to say, yes, he did, Shy. He was the one that liked nonviolence the most. You guys want to tell me about the best amongst the worst. Where did they get the free reign to build this culture of psychopath, murder, serial killing? When did they do it? They did it under this regime, did they not? So it just sounds hypocritical to me. The violence must end. In Mexico and elsewhere affected by this type of crime, too many lives are lost. Too many families are destroyed. You know how many families this man destroyed personally, him and his partners? Each of them personally. You know how many lives they destroyed? Good lives. Y'all don't care about the good lives that they destroyed. The collateral damage means nothing. I think Chapo started it. Well, I'll say this. Chapo had a lot to do with it. But they don't you don't call a man Matamigos for nothing. That's what they called him, no? But I just hate the whole fucking choose a different path. Violence is not the way. It wasn't. How about July 23rd, 2025? Was it still the way then? Mayo moonwalking better than Michael for real. He had plastic surgery, a ranch. He good now. He could chill, not worry about being arrested or unalive, free bodyguards. Now he ain't going to Camp Cupcake like Martha Stewart did. See, Martha deserved Camp Cupcake. Martha did nothing but what Congress and our own president does every day. Insider trading, allegedly. He would still be the boss and never been caught if Chapo's son didn't betray him. Yeah, that was a belief of many. That's not what happened. Shout out James. Ill is 100% right. Oh boy lived the life already. He's going to lie down in his deathbed, deteriorate quickly. That's it. Shy, don't wish nothing. I don't wish nothing on nobody. I'm just giving y'all the facts. Or how I see it. But this man ain't no nice little. This man's a monster. Fuck out of here, man. Those people in Sinaloa are still oppressed because of him directly. He's not the first drug dealer. He won't be the last. They will continue to traffic kids and women. That's it. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. I bet he's liking the chilling life now. We don't have to worry about. He don't have to worry about anything now. He want to be with his cows. From everything the twins ever told us, he want to be on his mountain. In Mexico and elsewhere affected by this type of crime, too many lives are lost, too many families are destroyed, and too many young people are trapped in a cycle that leads only to prison or death. You recruited them all. You took alucines and made them disposable soldiers. They're still out there dying, switching sides today. To you people in the comments, in the chat, in the world, fuck off with the loyalty. There's no loyalty. That shit don't exist. Not in the criminal world. Crime is crime. It's what it is. Stop lying to these shorties. All you fake ass OGs out there. Y'all are a bunch of fucking suckers. All you suckers giving interviews on the internet, telling lies, glorifying this bullshit, lying to these kids. And then you gonna be 75 years old. Tell the kids that violence is not the answer. Shut your bitch ass up, man.
Shut up, bitch. Shut your fucking mouth.
Shit. That's it. It's about power. We've come to that conclusion for a long time. It's just that. weak, powerless egos create this giant culture of fucking violence and then be like, violence is not the answer. We are the world. Shut the fuck up.
Shut your fucking mouth!
Shit. It's crazy that his godson did this to him and he knew El Chapo Jr. his whole life. It's crazy that all of these old men sat down with all of these young men and told them when the time comes, go talk. So how the fuck they get mad after that? They've all done it. It wasn't, yeah, it happened in a certain chronological order, the way it went down. But again, I believe that if it wasn't one, it was going to be the other. Look what they're doing now. They're all going to end up with deals at the end of it. Now that is crazy that his godson did him like that. He knew them his whole life. Blah, 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 blah. Look at family. The Beltrons and Chapo were family. They annihilated each other. There's no loyalty in this criminal world, even with family. I'm gonna hear all the internet liars in 30 years. Violence is not the key. Shut the fuck up. It will never end. We Americans want the drugs. That's it. That's it. Legalize and I'll advertise. The government cannot stand on this fucking, oh, the American families, they destroyed. Fuck you. All right? You don't give drug addicts no help in this country. And the help that does comes from the private sector. American government or the Mexican government, neither one of them give a fuck about Mexican drug addicts or American drug addicts. Miss me with the bullshit.
Bullshit.
But you're right. America is the consumer. Who created that culture? America gonna blame somebody else for that? Of course. Big cartels are gonna end. It's all going to be micro enterprises. That's exactly what Peter said. That's exactly what Jay said. They're gonna go the way of Colombia. Everybody gonna settle down. But what do you do with all of these psychopaths, though? That's my question. Where did all the psychopaths go in Colombia? Where did they curb their bloodlust? Too many young people are trapped in a cycle that leads only prison or death. You created that cycle, bro. You are the cycle. No matter what Velez thinks, no matter what LD thinks, you are the cycle. Shout out Pete Never on the check-in. I think Mayo turned himself in, Shy. What you mean, bro? Are you telling? I thought you was fucking with me. I thought you was being sarcastic. You know, you could do that every now and then. You're known to do that every now and then. You think he turned himself in? Because it's sweet? Nah, I think he thinks he'd have been all right on that mountain. Think of the landscape difference between then and now. Sinaloa been burning for over, going on 2 years? I believe the cycle in Colombia just ended up joining paramilitary. So now they fight for the cartels in Mexico probably, right? Oh, okay. So that means when they make this switch, because they no longer have the political Rolodex that Mayo had or the DEA pool that Chapo had, and the United States government is on their ass, during this administration at least, when they make that switch, it's going to be some psychopaths moving taking their talents to other places. It would be hard, Velez. Routes and motherfucking snake shipments would be robbed all across Mexico. It has to change. It ain't going to stay the way it is. Well, the U.S. government does not do a good job of taking care of its citizens. The politicians only represent the rich, and that's why they don't implement policies to help everyday people. They don't give a fuck. Right. It ain't that they just don't give a fuck about American drug addicts. They don't give a fuck about American poor people. They don't give a fuck about the middle class. None of that shit. There's no such thing. And we think because we're able to buy a PlayStation 5 and this and that we're doing good. Meanwhile, they've been fucking. They do a whole lot of fucking. All the big guns are done. Mencho, Chapo, Mayo. That's it. We're left with juniors who already do not have the political pull that their father had. Now, they got something. There's some leftover shit right now that they're working with in this war, but it's what they got. It's what it is. The $15 billion he was ordered to pay represents drug trafficking profits from his role as the principal leader of a criminal enterprise, according to the Justice Department. El Chapo's son Joaquin was also arrested in July and pleaded guilty to federal drug charges. He has yet to be sentenced. In the plea deal, Zambada officially accepted his role in creating the vast criminal network, which has sent huge amounts of cocaine and other drugs into the U.S. since he co-founded the Sinaloa cartel at the end of the 1980s. Ismael Zambada Garcia spent nearly 4 decades poisoning American communities to make billions of dollars in profit and ordering the murders of anyone who stood in his way. Okay, we heard you. I read all that already. You gotta stop the violence. Heal the world. Guys, I didn't give a fuck about the world for 50 years. But today, heal the world. Was he sentenced today? Yes, sir. To life in prison. We don't know what prison. We haven't heard the official details of that just yet. Right? Shout out Cody on the check-in. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so, y'all. Mira que it's a sad day for Velez. No, it's a happy day for you, bro. It's a happy day for you. You know? May your family be healthy. May you have money in your fucking pocket. May you be able to go do the things you gotta do. Fuck these motherfuckers, man. Hold on. Oh, I wanted to do this. Mencho got smoked. Mencho got caught, huh? No, he got smoked. According to the official story. But that's the word. Yeah, he dead. He dead. Do you think they'll send him to ADX because he can barely walk and is in a wheelchair? Well, that's the whole conversation we're having. We know, and we've been having for like a week now. We know he's going life in prison. That's your sentence. He's petitioning because he didn't go to trial. He didn't cost the U.S. money. Blah 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 blah. All this bullshit. He wants to go to a hospital. He don't want to be in the ADX like Chapo. We'll see what they say. The crazy thing is that these juniors didn't have a reason to be part of the cartel. That real talk. They already have so much money. It's basically just about having power. They don't know what it is to have consequence. They don't know anything but power. They don't know anything. All of the things that I rattled off earlier, I don't know if you were here. They don't know those things. They don't know poverty. They don't know none of that shit. They play with life like toys. My bad. Hope he's not going to ADX. Shit. I want to see what Judge Kogan said though. Judge Comover. Let's see. Let's see if we can find Judge Kogan's thoughts. Mentro's B-Day was a couple days ago. Got hella flower arrangements since. Yeah, I saw that. It made the news. Not over here. But Les, you sent your Theo some roses? Man, you want to send him a file in a cupcake. Shout out Brian. I want to toke Jay with you. Well, I'm toking on my own right here. Salute. So smoke them if you got them. Drink them if you got them. If you're sober, it's a hug from me to you. Shout out to everybody out there on the road. If you're getting that money, get that money.
Million.
Travel safely. Get to where you're going. El gallo que estaba allí. When they said he's still a threat to going to ADX, I'm trying to understand what Pete Never was saying. Because Pete said, I think Mayo turned himself in. And then he said, when they said he's still a threat to going to ADX. Yeah, they're saying he's a threat from the hospital. Mira, que he's sorry. He's sorry, guys. This is a quote from Kogan. It says here, I'm looking at the New York Post. His guilty plea to engaging in the continuing criminal enterprise and racketeering conspiracy mandated a life sentence, which Kogan said he would have imposed anyway if given the choice. Quote, the law says it's got to be life. I have no problem with that, the judge said. This is more of Zambada's quote. I grew up in an environment where violence and crime seemed normal, but now I know that's no excuse. When did you learn? On July 17th or 19th? Motherfucking 2026? Shout out Dave. Millions got their heads chopped off because of them. Yeah. He's sorry though. We in America, no cruel or unusual punishment. Lleva a señora al hospital. That's not cruel and unusual punishment. It's a whole bunch of sick motherfuckers in the ADX. You, shame on you. Shame. Alright? I pray that the universe makes an intervention of enlightenment in your life, Les. We care about you around here. I want to put you in the fucking bathroom. Shout out Sam. I think the judge is making the recommendation to the BOP to send him to a medical facility, so it's up to the Bureau of Prisons to decide the facility he'll go to. The question is, did the judge make that recommendation already? Are they going to tell us? But hold on, let's listen to Mayo's the rest of Mayo's quote about, he just learned that he just figured out at 76 years old that, violence and crime wasn't normal. One of these days, maybe. I don't know, man. I think you're a little late, man. I think there's something stunting your growth. We're going to try to get to the bottom of it, Les. What's crazy is that you seen El Mayo on the street. He looks like a harmless old man who couldn't do anything to you. Looks can be deceiving. None of these guys, everybody thinks there's a cartel look, tattoos from head to toe, but that's some fucking last 10 years shit. These guys are chubby, fucking, hit the like button if you have yet to do so, please. We're a little bit under 50%, like, this is crazy. If you've been here more than 5 minutes, we've entertained you. We've earned it. All heads of gangs and cartels are in ADX. I grew up in an environment where violence and crime seemed normal, but now I know that's no excuse. The septuagenarian drug baron added, if there's one thing I can say that has value today, it's this. The violence must end. In Mexico and elsewhere affected by this type of crime, too many lives are lost. Too many families are destroyed, and too many young people are trapped in a cycle that leads to only prison or death. No one wins in a war like this. Papa, you created this fucking style of war. You created this shit, man. What are we doing? People, man, humans will fall for anything, man, and everything. You're going to ADX. His son is the head of the cartel. They don't want to risk any way or form of communication. Ask Chapo. Yeah, no shit. Not all. I don't think Larry Hoover's in the ADX. I don't even remember. They should just let him go home already. I'm looking for no more. There's no more quotes. Let me see. I'm trying to find some quotes from Kogan. This is all I got here. U.S. District Judge Brian Comover sentenced 76-year-old Mexican drug kingpin in Mayo to life in prison in a Brooklyn federal court. Noticeable quotes. The almost unimaginable amount of drugs attributable to him and the number of murders that we can document is enough to justify Congress's decision to make this a mandatory life sentence. Then he said the sentence, then there's another quote that says, the sentence here is kind of anticlimactic. We just read that one because I have no discretion. He's going to spend the rest of his days in prison. He accepts that. Regarding the defendant's guilty plea, Kogan noted that Zambada has spared us all an exercise that we all know would have been very difficult, meaning the trial. Addressing Zambada's progressive health issues, Kogan also advised to the extent there's doubt about what's needed medically, give him the doubt. So you're going to send him to a hospital. Addressing Zambada's progressive health issues, Kogan also advised, to the extent there's doubt about what's needed medically, give him the doubt. So they're giving him the benefit of the doubt on his sickness. No mames.
No mames, wait.
Cheaters. Mochomo's not an ADX. Something will go down with Trump so close to Cytobomb at the game. Huh? Nothing happened. What happened? They fell asleep together over there. Plot twist. Goes to Lewisburg for a year, then dies in prison while feds have him in witness protection to die as a free man. That's what $15 billion gets you. Coño, man.
Coño, man.
If he could turn over $15 billion, so what's he sitting on? Shout out Dance. I agree. El Maito Flaco is going to do everything to communicate with El Mayo if he goes to a hospital. Look at Velez. Thirsty. You onto something. Trump pockets the $15 billion, Michael. Coño, man.
Coño, man.
Especially since Maito Flaco seems very mysterious. Now, that idea and that thought, what if and since we're wearing our fucking tinfoil hats around here, because I see Velez happily got his on, he's ready to accept any and every glimmer of hope. All right? What if this whole Maito Flaco or Maito Gordos in Mexico shit is because they're trying to get the old man this hospital, and Maito Gordo got to go convince Maito Flaco to get a deal because they're going to curb the old man's attempts to get in this hospital if you're still the head of the cartel over here. Right? Tinfoil hat shit, right? Larry Hoover was in ADX. He's been released. Definitely not. He's definitely not released from the state. I know the state still got him. Why bring Trump's name up? Fuck that pedo. Because they talking about who's gonna pocket that money. Didn't Hoover get pardoned? Just federally. Just federally. He's gonna forfeit the $15 billion he do in life. No point on handing the U.S. any type of money. Fuck you. Collect it for me next year, or collect it for me the year after I'm gone. That's what he's gonna be like. I don't know, man. More questions than answers. It looks like the judge is gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, though, as far as the as far as the hospital is concerned. And again, at the end of the day, it's the BOP's argument. And if the BOP feels like there's a security risk having somebody of his stature in that hospital, he gonna go sit with his boy Chapito. That's what's gonna happen. And here, shout out Dennis. And this is just me throwing that out there with my tinfoil hat on. You know, you're onto something, because why else would Maito Gordo be in Mexico? There's no other reason for him to be in Mexico than to convince somebody to do a deal. He keeps telling me that, and I keep looking for other. Yeah, it doesn't make sense unless you just so thirsty for the war and so thirsty for cartel life. You gonna do? You didn't like it when you were in it. You liked the toys. Velez said, "Nah, that don't make sense. Only way for a deal by Maito Flaco would be if reduced time for..." Man, there's no reduced time, bro. You know that. You know that. Not for him. No reduced time. They kidnapped him. He could have got the death penalty. Will the government let Maito Gordo back into the country? Here? Only if he went out there to get somebody a deal, I think. I think he lost his... If he went back, for what everybody, for all you and your little fucking jersey-wearing homeboys are saying, if he went back to go fight for the team, man, he can't come back over here. Straight to jail.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail.
Now, you saying, would they let him back in Mexico? Ain't no let. When you're the son of El Mayo Zambada. That means he still got some left. Don't they let them communicate with their families? I think in El Traidor, they let Vicentillo talk to his dad. Also, El Chapo was still talking to his sons while he was in ADX, according to reports. That's another thing that Jay said. Or maybe it was Peter. Wouldn't you want... No, wouldn't they want to be able to see their father rather than going and fight some fucking war that's already lost? You know? It's crazy. Shout out Pete Never. Diddy already headed to a halfway house, Pete. You think he gonna pardon him after the fact? Take it off his record on some Billy the Kid shit? The last 5 years for Mayo is life already. Yeah, like give it up for the old man, bro. He's done. He got a solid 10 left. No, mama.
No, mommy's weak.
We're going to be here. We're going to be somewhere, Velez. I hope to still know you in 10 years, and I hope that you've gotten past all of this bullshit. The fuck? I believe he still got state hold. Yeah, he's still in the state. Shout out Michael Phelps. Yeah, I do that. I smoke before I swim. Shout out Michael Phelps. I think Trump will pardon it. Is he already? Yeah, he's already getting ready to go to a halfway house. They railroaded that motherfucker. What's crazy is that nobody that lied on the stand got charged. All right, so let's go find Jay Flores' letter. God damn it. Give me 1 second. I gotta get this letter. Oh shit. Gotta log into this shit. close that. Let me close this. All right, and we'll read Jay Flores' letter. All right. Let's get it. Shout out D-Life. Sentenced to life. What did he do wrong? Tried helping the poor with medicine? Yeah. That's exactly what he did. He was an angel that did not condone violence from day one. Yeah, he tried helping the poor with medicine. He had a hospital that he had in the box of a semi-truck, and a doctor that would put penal pumps in his associates because of their addiction, their sexual addiction and proclivity. And, he did stuff like that, man. Good shit. Good for him. All right, let's get it. This is an open letter from Jay Flores called Choose a Different Path. Right? Y'all know Jay Flores is much more hopeful than me. Right? Much more forgiving. I guess empathetic or sympathetic, whichever the aesthetics work. And, yeah. Hold on a second. Pull the chat back up over here. Never know when you got to put a motherfucker in the bathroom. YouTube be tripping. Boom, got it. I remember the Flores talking about this. Wow. I thought that was El Chapo that got the penis pump. No. It was Chapo that got the penis pump. And the poor people that he was helping with the medicine was Chapo. The hospital belonged to Mayo. Now, I can't confirm nor deny that he had a bombita. But according to Mini-Leak, that was from Hospital El Mayo, where he did good deeds for children. Let's get it. This is Jay Flores' statement. Choose a different path. Those were the words of Ismael El Mayo Zambada during his sentencing to life in federal prison. On this point, I agree with him. After spending more than 50 years helping build one of the world's most powerful drug trafficking organizations, his message to the next generation was simple. Choose a different path. It's the same message I've dedicated my life to sharing. Every chance I get, I speak to young people, college students, law enforcement, and communities because I want them to understand something I learned the hard way. This life is not worth it. I was fortunate enough to make it out alive. Many of the people I knew didn't. I survived, but I still had to endure years in federal prison, the pain my decisions caused to my family, and the consequences of choices I can never take back. That's why I believe we should learn from history, even when that history comes from people like me or people like El Mayo. You don't have to repeat our mistakes to learn from them. If my story can keep one young person from entering that world, if his final warning causes one teenager to stop and think, then maybe some good can come from decades of pain and destruction. The greatest lessons in life often come from the greatest mistakes. The wise learn from their own mistakes. The wiser learn from someone else's. Let's help the next generation become the wiser one. Jay Flores, founder, Kingpin to Educator. All right, shout out Jay Flores. And I agree. And again, I don't buy it coming from people, from a lot of people, from certain people, right? Doesn't mean that the message isn't true. The message is still true. So whatever with the messenger, you know. Now, my question is this. If the judge would have said right then and there, you know what, your plea to be sent to a hospital, denied. Because you did this, and this, and that's a danger to this, and this. Well, Mayo would have said, a la verga, fuck them kids. Huh? Burn everything. Huh? He would have gone crazy. Coño, man. He'd have told the judge to go get his fucking shine box.
Fucking shine box.
Huh? Man, fuck them kids, man. Choose violence. Or is he saying nice things? But again, I get it. That's his character. Everybody said he's a nice little soft old man. All right, cool. But you know, miss me with the bullshit. I believe Jay, and I believe that somebody can learn, even if Mayo doesn't give a shit about them, from what he had to say. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. This era of YN alucines, it can't be done anymore. If you can't do the time, stay in your lane. These alucines think they understand the game. They think they know what it is. They don't know shit. What's even worse is they don't want to know. They want to go in blind. Then later be blaming everybody else. Don't blame me. All I did was come here and tell you, man, stop selling coke. They're going to turn you into a psychopath, or you're going to get smoked, or you're going to go to the joint. And for sure, somebody's going to snitch on you. And they're probably going to try to fuck your girl. And they're going to steal from you. And all of those things, they don't want to have that conversation. It's too much fun. I get it. It's too much fun. Nah, that ain't going to happen to me. If I only had a crystal ball and could show you your future. I seen it. Many people that I've looked at, this motherfucker got a one-way ticket, man. You seen them too. They don't want to know. That ain't gonna happen to them. Okay. Well, in the least, I'm gonna give you the information.
Too much information and shit.
And if you happen to be going through some shit and you start to recognize and you say, oh, wait a minute, this reminds me of what Shai was talking about. Might be a little too late though, so. Chinga su madre, ya valió. Now, I don't know if there was a concrete decision on where he was going to go. I don't know when we'll find that out. I wonder if there's a way to know. Will we know what prison? Yeah, based on the quote from the judge, they will definitely send him to a hospital prison. Yeah, that quote got me thinking they're going to send him to el hospital. Yeah, it'll be El Mayo Zambada's exact prison facility will be formally revealed in the coming weeks when the Federal Bureau of Prisons officially processes his transfer from his current New York custody. The exact assignment will be publicly visible via the BOP inmate locator once he's permanently moved. The judge, during the sentencing hearing, the judge noted he would recommend that Zambada be placed at a federal prison, so it's the BOP's choice. They got all the answers, don't they? They know it all. Shout out Pete Never Shy. You know Jason Jetrick? No, I don't know Jason Jet. You talking about Jason Voltron Neck? You talking about the ginger bitch? What are you talking about today, Pete? You good? Are you all right? Who's Jason Getrick? My tío fell? Who's your tío? So there it is. We'll find out in the coming weeks where he ends up. everybody, including the judges, talking about the hospital, so we'll see. Sounds like he might be getting special treatment for giving up information. Yeah, I'd like to see precedents. Who else got that type of, if he gets it at all, who else got that type of leniency, though? Who knows? Maybe Velez called in some favors and shit, Or Iron Eagle movie? No, I don't know. I don't remember. Wow. What a crazy story, man. Who would have ever thunk it? You have an old man who's part of a organization that's been around for 20, 30 years. The organization, they were in different organizations at different times. He got partners, they get locked up, others get killed. He's responsible for some of it he's not. He gets to 74 years old, 75 years old. His godson, the son of his fallen partner, snatches him, flies him over the border, gives him up as a bargaining chip, utilizes that bargaining chip to get his and his brother's family brought over the border during a time where America is proving its hate for brown people. Because they hired a bunch of bigots. I get immigration, this, that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about all the bigots they hired to terrorize people in the street. And during this time, those guys made a deal to bring their family over this way. And then the pilot, we never hear about the pilot. And the pilot, we say, hey, the pilot jumped the fence and ran back to Mexico. Where's the pilot? Never mention him. Then we find out, supposedly, he was just let go. Just sent back to Mexico. Accidentally, after the fact, they say accidentally expelled, deported. And then he get locked up in Mexico. They send his ass back. He's expelled from Mexico, comes back here. And then they tell us that's the guy that was flying the plane that's in that museum over there. Y'all want to see it? $15. Pay the ticket. See the show. Huh? And now we're talking about hospitals, the whole shit. And that's just one tiny piece of the story, man. I mean, at his age, any sentence would be a life sentence. Yeah. It's principalities in this shit. They may not want Mayo and Chapo in the same prison. That would show me that they ain't got much faith in that prison. They won't be near each other. They should 10 feet between them inside them walls. From what I hear, their own whole little own section and shit. Shout out Dragon. Why would Mayo agree to pay billions of dollars to the courts? Is it to defend his family from prosecution? There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of legitimate business he does with the United States from Mexico. He has a lot of legitimate businesses. Again, I made a joke to somebody earlier that, you might have had a piece of produce today that has something to do with him. Why would El Mayo agree to pay billions? So it might be in his best interest to give up something. It's crazy to think that almost anyone and everyone who has a name in that world is dead or in prison all the way back to the 80s. But what part don't you understand? By their own design. By their own design. They designed this downfall. It has been a pyramid scheme the whole time. They snitched and snitched and snitched and poked and prodded and murdered until they were painted in a corner and all that was left was for them to fucking devour each other. It's by design, bro. It's by design. Put the two good friends in the same cell. Let them fight it out. I want to watch. Shout out there to get them likes in there. I appreciate it. Please. Accident or not accident. Well, put them in the same cell. What's going to happen? They'll both fall over trying to get at each other. You watched that Chapo show? They nailed it. Yeah, I watched tomorrow. I'm an actor, so I take Hollywood with 2-3 punches of salt. They're not paying any. Go look up how much they've recovered from Chapo. Yeah, see, that's all headline talk. But it'd probably be in his best interest to throw somebody some money. And now the cycle repeats itself because Maito Flaco's the boss, and Maito Flaco moves just like his father because we barely know anything about him. Yes, but I will tell you this: I don't believe he has the connections with the pull that his father had. That shit is out the window. He got something, but it ain't that. Maito Flaco's literally a ghost. I doubt they ever find 15 billion in assets under his name. Nah, that's not happening. 15 billion. Let me rephrase that. He for sure has his super hidden. Bro, he got a lot of shit that's out in the open. He already rich as fuck out in the open. Well, his family is. Rich as fuck. But we'll see in the coming weeks where they're going to put him. Shout out Ish on the check-in. Salutes. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. Shout out Nando, who's about to put an APB out on you. How come the U.S. government doesn't seem to be looking for Maito Flaco? They always posted the posters for the Chapitos. Says something, don't it? And not only that, they posted every fucking 2 weeks. Keeping the news cycle. Make sure y'all check out our last episode of Cartel, our latest episode of Cartel, The Tell. All right, we covered El Mini Leak. For those that don't know what Cartel is a documentary series where I cover the different ways everybody's favorite cartel guys snitched, how the blueprint came to be, and how it's used in different ways. For everybody get a deal. You get a deal. You get a deal. You get a deal. Lying to these kids. No snitching. Shut up, bitch.
Shut up, bitch. Shut your fucking mouth.
The courts aren't getting that money. No way. Nah. Maybe they just building a case on them. I don't understand how they do that, though. Build a case on dude? Bro. Build the case. You got 2 Chapitos in custody. There's your case. They'll tell you what you need to know. He's probably not priority right now. Again, I'll go back. Headlines, man. Headlines matter. Names matter. The news cycle matters. I'll take you back to the Flores twins. Once again, when they went to cooperate, they told them, I can give you Chapo, Mayo, and Alfredo Beltran or Arturo Beltran. And they said, miss me with all that other shit. Run that Chapo shit. Headlines. Makes a difference. This is all about promotions, money, power, a bunch of little dick cartel and politician shit. That's what it is. Shout out Nando. New job role has been putting in work still to get that motherfucking money.
Million.
I wish abundance on you. I told you the medical proof prior to the sentence could help him. There you go. Well, it did its thing. The doctor said, if there's doubt, give him the doubt. Hold on. I want to put this in here. Make sure y'all follow Cartel. This is our best episode yet. I just dropped the link in the live chat. Make sure you go check that out. Check out the whole series. This is our 6th episode on Mini Leak, and I think it's our best episode. Boom. But that's it. Life sentence. I mean, no surprise. We're not surprised, motherfucker. It is what it is. I didn't really understand when the Mexican president said the U.S. protects the Chapos because they're constantly posting their wanted posters. Strange, ain't it? It's very strange. tell you the truth, I don't hear the Maísa, Maito, I don't hear none of that come out of nobody's mouth. Not these politicians. Not in that. Don't they do like a fucking State of the Union address every morning in Mexico? What are you talking about? Are you talking about one side? Where's the, how about all of those guys that turned themselves into the United States that were indicted by the United States that had to do with El Rocha? Now we don't know where he's at. He's more gone now than he was then. Remember when we were looking for him before? Velez was like, yeah, there was a sighting of him getting a haircut on Wednesday. And we didn't see nothing about him after that. The governor of Sinaloa stepped down, and where's he at now? He's not in the custody of the United States government. I'll tell you who is. All of the people that were indicted with him. Most of them. They can find anyone but Ivan. And they know where everybody's at. They know where he's at too. To me, they know where everybody's at. They just gotta, it's on them to pull the trigger when they decide. It gotta work for public relations. We gotta holler at our marketing team first. Can't just jump the gun like that. Yeah, shout out Velez. He was getting a fresh fade the last time we saw him while he was still governor, and then they indicted him, and he grabbed like 57 trucks from the government, and he stepped down and he rolled out. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. If you've been here more than 5 minutes, we've entertained you and we've earned it. Alfredo too. What? Alfredo too what? They offered him up? Mo said Ivan the target. They on his ass? Wild. Is the bar open? The bar is indeed open, my friend. Salute to you. I haven't drank in like a month. I feel like John Wick. What, John Wick sober or something? I think I only seen John Wick 1. Everybody told me I'm missing out. I know. A lot of... But, what's the John Wick connection? He's sober? Shout out Pete Never. He's on Mo. Mo, you got a secret? You know something we don't know, Mo? About Ivan being the target? Let's see what Pierre de Nota's talking about. Let's see if he got something to confirm. Tropito looked happy as hell next to Claudia Ciderbomb yesterday. I mean, while they were awake, yeah. Shout out Ish. I'm drinking right now. Okay. Buen provecho. Enjoy. All right, hopefully you don't wild out when you drink. Hopefully you just chill when you drink. Congratulations, Nanda. Indeed, congratulations on the new position. Get that motherfucking money, that Skrilla. Right. Eyes and ears, minds and hearts, motherfucker. Minds and hearts. Names and badge numbers. God damn. Coño, man.
God damn.
Coño, man.
Yo, did y'all see those bodies hanging from that wall in Mexico? Jesus Christ. I'm looking for what Pierre de Nota had to say about it. I don't see nothing today. An hour ago. Boom, boom. Oh, here we go.
Hace apenas unos minutos, uno de los...
How much you think they spent on those arrangements they sent in Mencho's grave for his birthday, Ish? Velez looking for your professional opinion. I be doing that to y'all with jewelry. Hey, man, I need to talk gold. Don't you deal in gold? All right. He said, up to moments ago.
Hace apenas unos minutos.
Or moments ago.
Uno de los narcotraficantes más longevos en México
one of the longest running drug traffickers in Mexico
recibió una sentencia a cadena perpetua por sus crímenes.
Received a life sentence for his crimes.
Ismael El Mayo Zambada, cofundador de la estructura moderna del cártel de Sinaloa, se presentó hoy en la Corte del Distrito Oeste de Nueva York frente al juez Brian M. Cogan.
There goes Brian Comover. Shout out Sam. Back in the 90s, Univision showed it all. Yeah, they did. 10 bodies in Zacatecas. Yeah, that shit was crazy. I was trying to send a super chat, but it ain't working for me today. Just got off work early. Hope everyone's well. Shout out Glory Day. Salute to you, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you for the attempt. Have a good evening and safe travels. Go home and enjoy your early freedom.
El mismo que hace 7 años sentenció.
Yeah, Velez is shopping-ish. He wants to send a giant. He wants a 35 by 35 cowboy hat, all white roses, with a black sash, with a black rose sash, right, with a red MF on it. You know what I'm saying? Or a red M on it. And his budget's like 100 stacks, so y'all need to do some good business. But let's want to send it to the prison. Hospital.
No. No, mommy's wake.
Shout out Fernando for the Venmo. Appreciate you, sir. Cartel 6, the best one. Don't forget to drop your like. Drop that like, y'all. Arrangements are a lot cheaper in Mexico, but not cheap. The amount of arrangements they have, though, has to be expensive. The business doing it, probably money laundering as well. Yeah, Mexico prices. U.S. would have been 25, 30K. Don't forget the eagle with the serpent on that arrangement. Yeah. Velez want all of that shit. I'm gonna send it to. It's gonna sit outside the ADX hospital.
Su compadre, a Joaquín Guzmán Loera, a cadena perpetua en la prisión.
Same judge gave him the sentence that gave Chapo his sentence.
ADX Florence. El Mayo Zambada, al llegar al recinto, dio las buenas tardes, a pesar de ser aún las 8 de la mañana en Brooklyn, Nueva York. Luego de escuchar su sentencia, dijo que estaba ahí para aceptar su sentencia.
He said he was there to accept his sentence.
Y pedir perdón.
And ask for forgiveness.
Pidió a las nuevas generaciones a tomar un camino diferente.
And urge the next generations to forge a new path. All right, he could have said nothing. He could have said, fuck the judge, I got a grudge. Punk police. You know what I'm saying? He could have said, fuck him. He didn't. He said, choose a new path. Oh, Dito.
Las dos partes, la fiscalía y sus abogados, estuvieron de acuerdo en que el Mayo Zambada está enfermo y pidieron al juez que tomara eso en consideración. El juez a su vez recomendó al Buró Federal de Prisiones que considerara instalar a Zambada en una prisión donde pudiera tener servicios médicos. Al tomar asiento, Zambada soltó un "ay cabrón", evidenciando sus dolencias.
He said that the question has been lingering whether he needs to be in a hospital or not. And he says that when he went to sit down, he said, "ay cabrón." And if that's a tale of his physical health, then there it is.
Según el Departamento de Justicia de los
Wish I had a soundbite.
Estados Unidos, el Mayo supervisó el envío de millones de kilogramos de droga hacia los Estados Unidos desde México, empezando en la década de los 80, cuando fundó el cártel junto con Joaquín El Chapo Guzmán. Estos mismos crímenes son los que han llevado a la Fiscalía de los Estados Unidos a pedir una sentencia de cadena perpetua contra el otrora líder de la facción de los Mayos del cártel del Pacífico. El caso del Mayo ha sido controversial prácticamente desde que llegó a territorio americano.
All right, he's saying, I'm skipping the bullshit that we've already gone through twice today. He said there's strange circumstances all over this case since the case's inception.
Cuando su ahijado, Joaquín Guzmán López, lo
When his godson betrayed him
traicionó y lo entregó a las autoridades
and turned him into the U.S. authorities.
estadounidenses en Santa Teresa, Nuevo México, hace casi 2 años, el 25 de julio del 2024. Hace poco volvió a ser noticia este caso cuando le revelamos aquí en Pie de Nota que el FBI había intervenido en este caso como...
We exclusively detailed that the FBI was involved in this operation.
Parte del acuerdo de culpabilidad de Ovidio Guzmán y su hermano Joaquín, entregando al Mayo a cambio de ayudar a los familiares de Ovidio a cruzar con seguridad a los Estados Unidos. Otro caso del que también le contamos primero aquí. Luego de su sentencia, el Buró Federal de Prisiones, el FBI, dio una conferencia de prensa donde dijeron que el Mayo Zambada tiene las manos manchadas de sangre y que hoy recibe lo que merece, que es pasar el resto de su vida en prisión.
Okay, he says according to the BOP and FBI that Mayo got blood on his hands. I guess it's from the quotes that those guys gave at that press conference, that he has blood on his hands and that he got what he deserved.
Dijeron también que su trabajo no acaba con el Mayo Zambada. Por su parte, el abogado de Zambada, Frank Pérez,
they said their work is not done with El Mayo Zambada. What the fuck does that mean? Let's see what Frank Perez had to say about that shit.
Envió un comunicado respecto a la sentencia de su cliente. Textualmente le leo lo que envió a pie de nota. La decisión del señor
this is the lawyer speaking. The decision
Zambada
of Mayo Zambada
declararse culpable fue
to plead guilty
exclusivamente suya. Quiso
was exclusively his.
Asumir la responsabilidad por sus actos. Si hay una lección que deja este caso, es la
He wanted to take responsibility and accountability for his actions.
Siguiente. En el narcotráfico,
If there's a lesson to be learned from this, in drug trafficking,
no hay ganadores.
there's no winners.
Destruye vidas, separa familias,
Destroyed lives, separated families, which he did for 30 years.
y al final conduce a la cárcel, la violencia
And at the end, it ends in prison,
o la muerte. El señor
in war or death.
Zambada espera que los jóvenes vean este caso como una advertencia y no
All right? And Mayo wants the children to see this as a cautionary tale.
como algo digno de admiración. El Mayo Zambada también habría dicho durante su breve participación en esa corte frente al juez Kogan que nadie iba a ganar esta guerra.
He also said that no one will win this war. Maybe that's a declaration. Maybe that's him telling them out there, we're going to go until everybody's gone. All of us. Right? Blow it all up. That's just me in my tinfoil hat, though, talking shit, you know? I was thinking of doing banger-inspired funeral flowers. Yeah, inspired. It's a slippery slope. Becomes a slippery slope. You got to be careful. They did that in The Wire. There's a scene in The Wire, and I've seen special arrangements before. Color themes and shit like that. Just be careful, man. I don't hear much from the 4 letters. Man. Maybe they're chickens with their heads cut off right now. Running around into walls and shit. They definitely sell. The truth is, there is no 4 letters. It's just a lightning rod at the top and a bunch of cells. And now it's just a bunch of cells. Hard to replace mental. Hard to replace, the aura that came with him. Mayo trying to finesse his way to the medical yard, but ay cabrón, yeah, he went in there, he laid it on thick, acting skills on 10. He said, coño, man.
Coño, man.
That's what he did when he sat down and shit. He said, God damn. You didn't see what? Zoraida? Men will destroy themselves every time, indeed. Board games and dog petting in Mayo's future. That's it, man. You watch the little magician at lunchtime and everybody shut the fuck up.
Shut your fucking mouth!
I don't think they will give up Rocha. Man, Rocha's that motherfucker in the mountains. He gone. They didn't have to give up everybody else. Everybody else just went. Shout out IB on the check-in. Busy news cycle this Monday. Is it? How much of it is bullshit?
Bullshit. Mm-hmm.
Hit that like button if you have yet to do so, y'all. If you've been here more than 5 minutes, we have indeed entertained you. They're in 47 countries, the 4 letters. Rocha has to be an example. He's making our politicians look bad. The president, I mean, they didn't need no help, but he's definitely helping. It's not a good look, I'll tell you that. Not a good look. Damn, that was a long ass segment. We did a 2-hour segment on his sentencing and shit. How? What the fuck? Well, the chat's been super active. Salutes to the chat. I appreciate y'all for pushing the content forward. Maybe these long chat conversations where we throwing shit back and forth at each other should probably end up being their own videos. Bombs dropped on U.S. bases in Jordan. Soldiers unalive. Tate brothers held on no bail. Life sentence for Mayo. Sounds like a full day. The Tate brothers got no bail? Gotta fake it till you make it. Most of them do. This segment of, or 2 hours of the final. This segment all fucking day, bro. I do this segment 15 times in one day before I watch another fucking World Cup final and suffer the amazing boringness that was presented to me in the form of the best of the best. All right? If they're not fighting, I ain't trying to watch that shit, man. Shout out Samsung. Magic time. It's magic time, man. You be looking under the table trying to see how he did the trick. Rocha making the dealers weak out here on the run and posting on X. Huh? Shout out TJ. Rocha's posting on X? Hold on. You got to rephrase that. You got to let me know what you're talking about. I need to see that. What did Tate do? That's the problem. They keep blaming these guys for shit, but they don't ever tell me what they really did or prove what they really did. All right? Again, I'll go the same route with the fucking Diddy. Being a piece of shit is not illegal. All right? If they're pieces of shit, cool. If they made anybody do anything against their will, all right, then prove that shit and lock their ass up and put them on the firing range. Do whatever you're gonna do. But they locked them fools up and couldn't do shit with it. Let's see what they got now. Yeah, they did. Did Mayo get the hospital? It wasn't clear in the news. The border prison. Okay, let me rephrase that. And let me answer your question. And also, let me record that for that segment. The segment that never ends, like that fucking soccer game Sunday. All right? Shout out Ish. Did Mayo get the hospital? It wasn't clear in the news. The only thing they made clear in the news is that the judge said he would give the recommendation of the hospital. He said if there is any doubt to the medical treatment needed, then he should have the benefit of the doubt. And then after that, it's up to the Board of Prisons, and they'll be letting us know in the coming weeks when Mayo's official transfer is finalized. Yeah, just a life sentence. Mass shootings, IED exploded in New York. In New York, what the fuck? I can't keep up. Not enough me. I need a team of crack journalists. They said this was the worst final ever. Man, listen, miss me with the bullshit, man. Y'all tricked me into that shit. Yes, the Tates were arrested again after coming back into the country, going to Washington, D.C., then flying to Palm Beach for a bare-knuckle fight and got picked up on basically every bad charge you can have. Okay, cool. If they can fucking prove that shit, lock them fools up and get them the fuck out of everybody's face with their bullshit then. But if it's another fucking witch hunt, they can miss me with the fucking Tate shit. There's a whole lot of people guilty of what they did right there in D.C., if they indeed say or prove what they did. I just remember that Mayo is in the same prison as Maduro. By the way, what is up with Maduro? Haven't heard anything about his case. He's getting fat, eating good, you know, making deals, staying out the way, waiting for this administration to end, get his deal finalized. That's just me guessing, because I don't know either. Like 50-something charges on the Tates. God damn. Coño, God damn. They have a hard R allegation producing underage material. All of that shit. You got to prove all of that shit, bro. Got to prove all of that shit. You got to prove it. Because I'm always going to be skeptical when you lock somebody up for 6 months and you didn't have shit. There's videos of him smacking up some girl in the room. Was she there for it? People are different. Everybody's kink is not everybody's kink. Consent is what matters here. Intent is what matters here. Because they can never seem to nail this shit down to nail these guys to the wall. They just been on the run, never proven innocent of anything. But they weren't proven guilty of anything either. How the fuck does that sound, Ivy? They've just been on the run, never proven innocent of anything. Yeah, but so they've been on the run from Romania. Romania didn't do nothing with what they had. Shout out Pete Never. Who are the Tates? These two obnoxious motherfuckers that was living in Romania that got rich off of campsites back in the day, and they've been accused over and over and they're douchebags too. They try to teach these kids about how to be with women and all this shit. Two goofs. Grifters, man. These guys are just another live streamer. They're just another guy out there to feed you some bullshit. Another Fauci, another this one, another that one, all right? But they got all these allegations, but they don't ever pin these motherfuckers to the wall. Right, bro. His name is not on Entertainment Tonight or CNN yet. Shout out Raven. I think she's a little bit behind on the stream, but yes. I think she's talking about why Maito Flaco ain't talked about. So that's what I thought. He was sending messages from his sentence. Or maybe I'm behind in the chat. That's what it is. Shout out Craig Peters. Some online influencer who used to fight. Let's see. They want to be that's the right way to put it right there. They want to be most interesting guys in the world who are actually three-time traffickers and money launderers and scammers. Definitely scammers, allegedly. Because they have one of those colleges where they teach you how to be a man and shit. One of those pyramid schemes. All right, but again, we gotta prove these things. Listen, they called, and I'm gonna say this, and you might not like it. They called Diddy that. They called him a sex trafficker. That's not what they proved in court. They didn't do it. They proved a bunch of people were in there lying, making up shit. They proved that he was a piece of shit, but that ain't what we go to jail for. There's a lot of people think I'm a piece of shit. Imagine you could go to jail for being an asshole. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. Shout out Ish. Hospice is rough. He could live a long time or not long at all. Yeah, we'll see. He sat down and said, coño. So we'll see. That's weird. Never heard of him. If you see Andrew Tate's face, you'll probably be like, oh, that asshole. I read that the UK is requesting the extradition of the Tate brothers. They're being charged. Okay, get them. Get them. Lock them up. Yes, other charges are in the UK. Okay. Yeah, get them. Put them in the walls. Put them between the walls. DC. Oh, shit, Cody, you nailed it. I'm going to use that from now on. DC stands for doesn't count when it comes to crimes. Bars. Charles Dorada, I didn't see the hanging bodies. Where did that happen? I don't know the town, but it's in the Discord. Craig Peter said, free El Mayo. Why? Did he put money on your fucking table? Did he put money in your pocket? If you were one of his friends, he might have killed you or turned you into the United States government. Quit swinging.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
These ain't no U.S. federals. They're on the run from the UK. They had recently been back in custody in Romania. How they get out again? That's my point, though. They keep in and out. I don't understand it. If you got proof, lock their ass down and let it be done. They're on the run from the UK. Blah blah blah. Came over here thinking Tropito family would help them avoid UK justice system since they are dual citizens, U.S. Okay, and UK. I think they're way more Diddier than Diddy. Oh, I don't doubt it. You got to prove that shit. We didn't know that until after Diddy was, convicted. But before that, wake up and fucking, chew through uteruses and shit. They got to prove that shit, man. You can't just be locking motherfuckers up because they're ignorant and they're assholes and they're pieces of shit. If they're pieces of shit that are committing crimes, lock their ass up. Lock their ass up. Wow, I looked into it. I think the Tates will walk unless they did the same thing on UK soil. However, they are British citizens and what Andrew did is very illegal. What they're saying he did. They got to prove he did that shit. I ain't looking into it yet, so I don't know what they're claiming. That I've already heard enough of what they claim for. If they're guilty of any one of them, I say there's worse things you could put them in put them in a room with the fucking oh, he's talking about the Tates. I'm over here to thought this. I separate the two things, the cartel shit in my head and the fucking Tates. Thought he was talking some chapisa shit. But yeah, put him in a room with fucking Cain Velasquez. Let him fuck him up. They got the sketchiest lawyer possible too. Dude look like Saul Goodman on steroids. That's a sight to see. We gotta get into it. We'll cover it. Maybe we'll cover it Friday. Obviously, no one reputable would even take their case. Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand the Romanian case. If you had them in your hands, you let them go, and now they're in other countries and shit. Shout out EC12. 2022 World Cup final was more entertaining. The final yesterday was pretty boring. Pretty boring? Bro, I aged about 16 years in the 18 hours that game was scoreless. Yeah, you're weird, Craig. Oh, okay. Maybe that's a typo. Because, come on, man. This shit is crazy. You said they're the sexiest. But that might be a typo. I'll take it as a typo. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. M4 Jardinero replacement was popped in Nayarit from the four-letter fans. From my understanding, they keep every day confirming it's El 03. Clothes who was wearing? Tate was wearing? I don't know. I didn't see it. I saw something out the corner of my eye. I wasn't paying attention to what he was wearing, though. The charges go back over 10 years. See, I don't understand how you don't. So can you tell me how they didn't nail them to the ground or to the wall at any point in this 10 years? Shout out Zoraida. I aged 16 years in the 18 hours it took for that game to get a score going. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. All right, man. Maybe we'll do a body cam and then I'll get out of here. Your boy been here 2 hours and 20 minutes. Let's see what happened. The red car killed Argentina. Is Romania corrupt? Everywhere is corrupt, man. Find me a place that ain't corrupt. They weren't corrupt enough to not lock their ass up for fucking 6 months. But again, we could have a million theories. Age catching up to Messi, it be like that. Age don't let you know when it's coming. Age could come between rounds in a boxing match. But please believe it. They played chippy. Yeah, man. All that crying to the ref. I saw more crying to the ref than I saw anything else. And I saw everybody kick into high gear one time. And it was like at the end of one of the fucking... It's like at the end. Like, you guys waited 16 hours to fucking do this? Come on, man. Coño, man.
Coño, man.
Nah, I'd rather do that. I'd rather read court documents on stream than watch that shit again. Fight sports. I need fight sports. That's it. I'm going to do a quick body cam right quick. I want to see a rich CEO who thinks he owns the airline.
Airport staff try to
fuck up. Alright? Who he think he is? Dustin Poirier and shit? Make sure you check out Cartel episode 6. El mini leak. They're definitely sexist. The court's got to prove all that other shit. And we got to stop allowing regret in the courtroom. You can't be all thirsty to go be in a fucking foursome and then it goes down and then you regret it because he don't love you no more or didn't like you thought he did, and then now all of a sudden we in court. You gotta, come on, man. The system got to work for everybody. But it doesn't. It's all a fucking lie. It's all a facade, a bunch of bullshit. I think Trompito was pressuring the Romanian officials to let the Tate brothers leave the country because they were under a travel ban. Once they were allowed to leave, they went straight to Florida. Yeah, I don't even know the implications of that. I have to look into it. A piece of shit is a piece of shit. Make a law for being a piece of shit, but you got to prove crime, bro. Stop all those fucking deals. Everybody getting a deal. What you think? They're going to give the Tates a deal? The Tates are going to snitch on some other fucking pervert? An apology doesn't fix anything. Nah. Especially apology with unchanged behavior. That's just an excuse. That's just an apology with unchanged behavior is just a bridge to the next apology. Would you ever attend the narco figure court date as like a reporter in the future? I'm not really a fucking journalist. Even though that's what Peter Flores called me today. I'm not really a journalist. I don't know what me being at the courthouse does for the story. It feels like a waste of time to me. I don't have much time, and it don't pay enough money, if that makes sense. It don't pay any money. So, but I ain't, Yohan Grillo, he's a journalist. All right, man, hit that like button if you have yet to do so. We've already covered our topic, our cartel topic of the day. I hope you all stay with me to join me in this body cam. I talk the same shit I talk to these criminals to those criminals. All right? Listen, I don't have a problem with criminals. People got to do what they got to do. I don't mind you selling a little dope because you got to pay your fucking rent. I mind when you become a psychopath and join a psychopath cult. That's what I mind. I mind when you tell our kids there's a no snitching rule, but you don't live by it. Fuck you.
Shut up, bitch! Shut your fucking mouth!
And anybody who condones it, fuck you too. Pete, they all getting a deal because the U.S. is keeping all that money.
Millions!
That's their way of telling Mexico they get this for that. I don't know. That's what I think. He was sorry he got trapped. He slipped up. Fucking family. Their own design. That's why I get mad. LD was like, man, it's crazy. They're all locked up. They designed this system this way. Could be a cool stream in a way, especially if the twins are there and they hop on the stream outside the courthouse. But yeah, it's been how many years? I ain't seen no stream happen like that. I ain't seen no court appearances happen like that. Shout out Sobrino. You know? I don't know. I don't know how much press the twins are doing outside of the Daily Center and shit. And who's left? Who's left for me to go to their trial or their arraignment or their Joaquin? Who's left? Who is left? All right, y'all, if we're done with that, Hunter's up in the chat for y'all for hanging out with me on a Monday. I wasn't going to pop up here. I wasn't even going to come talk about the, what's it called? The sentencing, because it's like, I'm not surprised, motherfucker. I wanted to more find out about, is it going to be the hospital or is it going to be the ADX? But it's looking like it's going to be the hospital. We'll see what the BOP says. Shout out Cody. Ivan is on the way. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe he end up in Chicago. Maybe he end up in New York. We'll see. Shout out Cody. I think they'll get him soon. I've been hearing that shit a long time. But again, yeah, the walls are closing in, right? Once you're running out, once you're running out of fish in the barrel, you get to, what's left. To be honest, no big legend is left. I don't think there will be one either. To be honest, Mayo's news was not big news. Chapo got all the big coverage. Absolutely. He was always the bigger name. The face. That's a wrap. Yeah, where'd that money go, Zoraida? Shit, didn't come to me, you, or Zoraida, Pete, that's for sure. Shout out LD. Sha, you are 100% a journalist and a good one. Embrace it. I appreciate you. Salutes. I don't know about it, but I've always just tried to be a truth teller. Cut through the bullshit. Shout out to that. Not to us, obviously. Yeah, we ain't getting none of that shit. All right, let's get it, man. Rich CEO thinks he owns the airline. He doesn't. I like seeing somebody get their little humble pie every now and then. Shout out Velez. Chapo was the big name. If you knew then, Mayo Trump Chapo. Yeah, we're not surprised, motherfucker. It's not new news. I wonder if a lot of footage or pictures will be leaked of Mayo now that he's locked up. Oh, that I don't know. We'll see. Shout out your face. Mayo got done so dirty. Chapo's son forced him on that plane. Yeah, but face. He forced him on that plane as a move in a game that man that got forced on that plane created and helped build. It's a system of their own design. So he didn't get done dirty. He got done how they do each other. Coño, man.
Coño, man.
Shout out to your face. Ryan wedding was bigger news than Mayo's sentencing. Damn. Like that? Coño, man.
Coño, man.
Hopefully it went to the bill. U.S. owes $39.5 trillion. Coño, God damn. Why didn't Mayo have 40 hitmen with him so that wouldn't happen? Are you being sarcastic? Because they didn't always roll the way that they show you in these videos. They probably rolled like that less than they ever did. They probably rode around normal 95, 99% of the time. Why would they ever roll with, now, 40 hitmen? Man, 40 hitmen? I mean, who's going to be pulling off the hits while the 40 hitmen are sitting around at the house watching Mayo? He had his trusted bodyguards that he's had for so many years, and guess what? They have yet to be found. We got to stop thinking about this shit like a movie. This is not a movie. He went with 2 security guards, 2 bodyguards, 4 bodyguards maybe, and that was it. That was it. He tricked them on that plane from my understanding, but it was karma. Mayo did the same shit to plenty others. And then here's the thing, tricked them on the plane. He didn't trick them shit. Well, he tricked them, yeah. He told them, we're going to go to a meeting with Rocha and fucking Melesio Quinn. And guess what? That's where they went. And then they cracked him in his shit. So yes, they forced him, but it's a game of his own creation. He taught them how to get information and use leverage. He told them to snitch. His own. Chapo told his own sons. Licenciado told his son. This is all of their own design. Because they think they're safe in Sinaloa. Shy, where you go? Hopefully nowhere. When you roll with 40 guys, that 40 guys that know where you at can tell on you. When is Chapito sentencing? Joaquin. That we don't know yet, and I don't even think they've had Ovidio sentencing yet. Just deals upon deals upon deals. You still can't see me? What's happening? Hold on, I gotta charge up over here though. I wonder where Mayo goes and if he will be in ISO. Well, I think it's going to be a hospital from the only ones that can keep him from a hospital right now is the Board of Prisons, and I don't know that they're going to do that. Damn, everything needs charging. They said he's. I wonder where Mayo goes if he'll be in ISO. They said he's not good in Texas prisons because of politics. Allegedly, Mexican mafia have strong ties with Arellano Felix cartel, which is rivals. Yeah, I think that's just all just talk, people talking. I'm right here, Zoraida. I can still see myself on the phone and on the screen. So you might got to back out and come back. I want to see that guy get justice with Mayo. I want to see that guy get justice with Mayo. Who? Joaquin? Shout out, Face. You're right. It's crazy how it all played out. Bananas, but they designed it. Shout out Velez. I'm good. All right. He's going to the prison hospital. I think that's why he pled guilty, so they don't send him back to ADX. He pled guilty because he knew he didn't have a chance in fuck of winning. Even he was dirty, though. Who? Rocha? You want to see Rocha get his payday? Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. Can we get to at least 50? On this impromptu Monday. Y'all ain't gonna see me back unless that old man escapes. Not till Friday. This video should drop tomorrow, though. God damn it. We've reached that part of the show, y'all. Rest in peace, Chucky Chingon. For those that don't know, Chucky Chingon was an early supporter and believer in this channel who passed away. And the last thing he said to me in the chat was, Shy, you're muted. Because I be doing that shit sometimes. I've gotten better at it. I'm doing a lot of shit over here. But, shout out Sobrino. Saw a podcast of old Mexican mafia shot caller saying Tijuana cartel fed them in prison and on the outside, and the ties are still strong. Yeah, but they need to miss me with all that shit. It's old time religion. I don't know. Maybe he's in danger. I don't know. Maybe he wish a motherfucker would. Rest in peace, Chucky Chingon. Yeah, the fake gas station shooting. Shit. Rocha gotta. What's crazy is that a government agency put out that fucking bullshit story. It's crazy. And nobody walked that shit back. Bananas. Let's see what we got here. Shout out to Ish. Ish, this for drinks. Shout out Ish for the dub. Salute to you, sir. Appreciate you. Let me know. Specify. Sent for the bar. Okay. Appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Dos cervezas. Knock them shits down. It's nice and cool. I got the windows open. Gravy. Let me go grab my beer. Be right back. Yo, shout out Dap. I don't know why that didn't ring out. Let me see if I can make it ring out. Can I? YouTube's tripping. There it is, sound. Shout out Dap for the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate you. Hopefully they go to people who have been in the chat. I don't recognize some of these people, so hopefully this will bring them back. All right, shout out to Dap for the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. Everything's dying over here. The phone's dying. The soundboard's dying. I need the soundboard more than the phone. Yeah, I didn't recognize one of the memberships either. I don't understand why YouTube does that. YouTube should give memberships to people in the chat if these things are given out in the chat. I just don't get how they... I got to make a recommendation. They need to hire me or something. Shout out to Dap for the 5 gifted memberships. Appreciate it. Oh, shit. Did this thing just fucking die? Soundboard just died on the motherfucker. We're in bad shape around here. You never see me over here with everything not charged. They be ghost watching? That's probably it. Right? Maybe they're the... Alright, then I probably take it back. If they're the illest ghost watchers ever, like they watch everything, I hope y'all hitting that like button. I hope there's some kind of reason or something that they pick the people, that YouTube picks the people that they pick. Shout out Ray. Bullshit. Shout out that. Alright, we're all out of soundboard for right now. Ghost watchers could be bots. Why would somebody bot my channel though? We definitely ain't getting enough views for motherfuckers botting me. I don't need nobody botting me. That's how they ruin channels and shit. Every comment and like if you're not a bot. Everyone comment and like if you're not a bot. Oh, ghost watchers? Let's see how many people have come into the chat. 38 people have come into the chat, and people, we've been around 50 to 60 concurrent viewers the whole time we've been here, so who knows how many people went in and out. You can buy subs. Yeah, you can do all that shit. I just ain't a sucker. Shout out Raven. Sorry, I got caught. Caught doing what? You guilty? You going straight to jail? What's up with this thing, man? We gotta check. Come on, man. This thing ain't gonna charge fast enough. I need my soundboard, son. I want to be able to... Boom. Shout out Ish. It says 49 on my end watching. It says 46 over here. It's a bot. What's the process now for Mayo? Does he still sit in Brooklyn until they figure out where he's going? Yeah, in a couple of weeks they'll finalize the transfer. It'll happen within the next couple of weeks. And Board of Prisons will decide where he's going, and then we'll know. So it'll be a couple of weeks before we know, that I know of. Oh, Ivy said he's not a bot. Okay. He'll most likely go to Oklahoma, then to whichever hospital bed they have open. Coño, man. Make sure y'all check out Cartel episode 6. All right, Cartel episode 6. It's our best one yet. It's not long. It's informative. That's fucked up. Yeah, trolls do that to each other too. Shout out Pete Never. The sector I was in, they would buy subs for their competitors and then turn them in for it. No, that shit happens. If I see a video spike, something moved up, and I didn't expect that to happen, I go and check and make sure, because haters are haters. They're gonna do what the fuck ever they can do, and ain't much they can do. So. All right, LD's a bot. All right. Confirmed. Bot with a little hat on. Is LDLV? Mayo is the Wikipedia. Mayo is the Wikipedia of the gang. We will see what they do with him publicly. What you mean? What they do with him publicly? Publicly, explain. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Shout out, Pete. Hello, bot. Thank you for being honest. This is a simulation. Tinfoil hat. Escape the Matrix. What? Is there more to that? Yes, LD is LV, but LV was a bot also. All right. I could tell. I got you. Fucking bots, man. Couple, 2, 3 fucking bots out here. All right, we got our soundboard back. Hopefully that don't die again. I don't know if it's so dead. And you think he will provide info on Mexico and they will credit Mayo publicly? No, everything he's done is he keeps. Listen, there's a reason you keep telling me you're not gonna cooperate. There's a reason you keep saying it. And I also think that he's gonna get these perks. They're not done with him. I don't know that they'll credit him publicly. How much more if he's been trying to do everything in secret? Fuck, he look like you busted him out every time he give you something. Maito Flaco sweating bullets, seeing how they did his viejo. We just gonna stay in the chat and talk about this, man. Fuck this body cam. We just gonna stay in the chat and talk about this. And I'll bounce when I'm done. We'll be here another 15 minutes. 2 hours and 40. Unless y'all can find something a little bit more compelling. Maito Flaco sweating bullets, seeing how they did his viejo. If you ask the twins, they'll tell you all of these guys are sweating bullets. Because of what they're seeing. That when they see somebody like Mencho get taken out, they ass tighten up a little bit. I think Mayo's the average health of a 76-year-old. I mean, he couldn't see a hospital in Mexico as much as he should, but I think by now he's all right. Probably playing that medical shit to have it better. Of course. They said when he sat down today, he said,
Coño, man.
They said, this is literally what they said. He said, ay, cabrón. What you think of the tape, brothers? We just spoke about that a couple minutes ago. I think that if you got something on them, lock that bitch ass up. Otherwise, miss me with the fucking headlines already. Shout out Sam. Yeah, you right, Shy. I don't even know about what, but the Mayo shit. Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong, but I think I think he's gonna do some shit, and who knows what he can offer to help his son. His son's still on the playing field, He playing that so he don't go to ADX, bro. Indeed, he don't want that. No. He don't want no part of that shit. Not even a little bit. He did have a kid 6 years ago. He must not be in that bad a shape. Board of prisons. Huh? He was still fucking. Miss me with all the he can't sit down shit. No worries, Dap. It happens when people be in and out. We move on. But yeah, we'll look to cover it if it's worth covering. But if it's just more fucking them talking shit and then everybody else saying that they got something on them and don't got it, it's like, ugh. Lock them up or don't. Sobrino, he got better medical care once he got caught. And now probably stable. Faking it until he making it. Facts. He was still eating, drinking, fucking, sucking, snorting. He had enough strength, according to Luis Chaparro. Was it Luis Chaparro? According to one of those journalists, he had enough strength to break the glass of that 1978 jet. You know what I mean? Come on, man. He was living it up. The business side bosses are bosses for a reason. They're willing to take a risk. They probably don't give a fuck. Yeah, they don't give a fuck. Well, they give a fuck quietly. They cry at night. They're human. That's their gamble. Will the twins be on tonight? I wanted to ask, how is Ivan or Maito's day-to-day life? Still moving, working, or simply hiding and being paranoid all day? They still have an organization to run. I don't know, man. I don't think they're going to be on. I'm going to be bouncing soon. If they come and it's compelling, if they come before I go and it's compelling, then, you know me. In your opinion, do you believe Maito Gordo really went back? No. I believe if he went back, he only went back under the order of the American government. If he went back to get back in the game that he was barely in to begin with, dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. What perks? Jail is jail. Nah. Go tell somebody in the ADX that shit. If we hear about or see a picture of a Mayo reading a Sky Mall magazine, then he talking. Mayo gonna claim that baby was done in vitro. Yeah, couldn't do it, man. Couldn't do it. The U.S. would never caught Mayo if it wasn't for that snake. A snake of his own design. A snake cut from his same cloth. Are you right? He might not have got caught. Shit, we spoke days earlier. Jay Flores is days before it happened. He said, nah, he's going to die on that mountain. But guess what? That's live. That's what it is, bro. Shout out Yoel. He got life? Yes. We don't know where yet, though. Whether the ADX or a hospital. One of the two. Luis Chaparro going to try his best for prison interview, but I don't think officials will let Mayo speak in fear of giving up politicians. Nah, they're not. There's going to be no surprises for them. There's nothing he's going to say that's going to be a surprise for them anywhere. He can't give up a lot of politicians. We'll see how that plays out, but Chapo ain't been doing no interviews. Why the fuck would has Chapo done interviews since he's been locked up, since 2019 or whatever? Through his lawyer. I want to ask the twins if they know it pariente in Chihuahua. No clue. You're gonna have to ask them when we catch him. That's how Chapo got Emma pregnant and got his twin girls. Is it? Is that really how that happened, or is that just some myth? This was pre or post Bombita. Paranoia is no good. It's worse than being delusional. You're gonna start seeing a bunch of death again if they were paranoid. No, they're aware though. I feel like paranoia is a fake thing. Paranoia is like a fear of something that's not there. They don't have something not there. Everybody's knocking on their fucking door. That's a real fear. You know what I'm saying? That's a real fear. That's not paranoia. They say that's why Chapo was shut down from that ever happening. He went to trial and wanted a show for the press, and now he wants to speak. So keeping him quiet underground now. We'll see how this plans out. I don't see Mayo doing any interviews in the foreseeable future, but this game and this whole bullshit is stranger than fiction, and anything can happen at any moment, and most likely will. If they did that to my dad, someone getting unalive for real, for real. If they did that to my dad, someone getting alive for real, for real. We're going to see. They trying. Shai, you should try to get the Mayo interview. Yeah, I'm going to write him a letter, man. Paranoia keeps you alive in this game. That's I call that healthy fear. Keep you from being complacent. It's a respect for the worst possible outcome, no? Please make sure y'all go check out Cartel episode 6. Share it. Tell a friend and tell a friend. All right, y'all. Get your questions and comments in. We're going to be in here another 8 minutes. And your boy going to kick rocks. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. Thank you for joining me on this impromptu Monday stream. I'm going to catch up on some work. And I love it when people go in the comments, Mini League was a square. It wasn't built for that life. But neither are you, Papas. Neither are you. Can't remember where I heard it. Supposedly he had a doctor in Spain or from there do it. Wow. Why? We need to figure out what year this is. Why do you think he did that, Velez? Shout out Velez. At least Velez, if you're going to be swinging like that, Papas, if you're going to be swinging like that, the least you could do, bro. The least you could do if you're going to be swinging like that.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
The least you could do is get us the interview, all right? Shout out, Velez. I'm going to ask the lawyer to relay the message to my Theo about Shy wanting an interview. Let us get the interview, bro. I'm going to ask him when. I got a couple questions. I'll be like, when did you figure out that violence wasn't the answer? Was it July 17th, 2026? Oh, shit. Shout out Sam. Felix interview at 80 from Mexico jail was wild. It wouldn't be truthful if they let Mayo go public. I saw we've covered some of that interview. I'd like to cover the whole thing one day. Because they wanted twins maybe? I guess. Because my other thought was what? She don't let him touch her? Or was it at the time where it didn't work no more? Or was getting there? Because he was an addict, like Mini League said. According to Mini League. This is all according to Mini League. I didn't make this shit up. The more interesting case is Caro Quintero. Will he take it on the chin or really speak on the CIA involvement? Maybe they'll give him good prison treatment so he can be quiet but drag him on media. We'll see, man. That shit been going on for so long. Maybe he should have just shut the fuck up, pleaded guilty, and went on about his business. I don't think he has some magic card that's going to get him free. And I don't think the CIA would ever let that happen. I would like to see an interview with Mochomo. All right, you find his cousin, get that interview. Tell him to call my phone. You should cover my brother's case, Shai. Check out Justin Val. You did tell me that. Indianapolis, he just got an indictment last month. Damn, boy. Too soon? Not too soon? If it doesn't have a cartel connection, we'll have to cover it for ill crimes. They had cue cards for Felix to read off of. Did they? Who's they, though? The government? Coño, man.
Coño, man.
Papa always works if you got the bombita. The question is, was this pre or post bombita, bro? See? You're moving, you're getting ahead. See, you want to talk so slick that you're getting ahead of yourself over here, bro. Is this, that's what we don't know. Is this post or pre? Why did he have to go for twins? Motherfucker miraculously figured out how to make twins and shit. Oh, shout out Dap. Is Cartel connected? Then we gonna cover it. Let me pin that. Alright, Justin Vial case, I pinned it. I gotta remember that. Oh yeah, I gotta do that too. Dude looked blind and couldn't even walk. All bad. Who? Oh, the old man. Uh, Miguel Angel. He's home now, Pete. He's like home confinement or hospice or some shit. They who was there ready, I'm assuming a lawyer. But I'm saying, like, making him speak for who? Like, if he's making up shit against who, or maybe I'm asking too many questions. It's been a long day. I'm thinking of Jay Flores Mochomo phone call. That would be a good podcast. Well, phone call between the two of them now? That's funny. It would be a good podcast. They motherfuckers would tune in. We've had other things in the works before. Nothing's panned out yet. We'll get there. What's up with Nene? Is he snitching or no? Update on his hearings? Nah, no update. He's definitely talking though. Skim through the vid, you'll see him holding it, reading, and being passed them. No shit. Yeah, I want to cover that interview and see who the fuck he's talking for. Whose propaganda he's spewing. Oh, Quintero's in ADX. Quintero's wherever they put him when they expelled him from Mexico and brought him back here last year. So I don't know where he's at. I think he's in an MCC still. Yeah, Miguel Angel is at home, but Quintero, I think he's in an MCC. Indeed. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. Salute to everybody that hit that like button tonight. I appreciate you. Shout out to the usual suspects. Shout out to the wrenches. Salutes to the members. I appreciate all of y'all. Shout out to everybody that bought me a drink. Shout out Ish for the drinks. Shout out JP. I appreciate y'all. Just giving y'all a quick shout out. Hundreds up in the chat for y'all. Get them likes up if you have yet to hit it. If you've been here more than 5 minutes, we have indeed entertained you. Yeah, I don't think Caro got a bombshell. He might got a bombita, but he don't got a bombshell. I wonder why Chapo had to go to the fertilogist. Maybe it was for twins Velez, maybe, or maybe it's just those problems in paradise. When sifting through the bullshit, you got to find the parts that might go together. See what fits. Impromptu. Quintero was doing an interview too while hiding out, which is wild. Yeah, he's been a crazy person his whole life. That's what he does. Monday Night Lives. After a fucking brutal World Cup live stream that I had to sit through yesterday. Jesus. The chat made it amazing. We had a great time. But god damn, is that not the most boring shit I ever seen in my life. I told everybody I'd rather watch two fleas fucking a field than watch another soccer game. Amongst a bunch of other things. Shout out Ish, first beer down. About to grab the second one. And then I'm gonna kick rocks. Wonder what Mayo sounds like. Imagine a squeaky voice or high pitched. Who knows, man? We can make them sound like what we want them to sound like. I wonder. I gotta ask the twins. I wonder if they've ever been on a telephone call with him. Because it's kind of amazing that he's on no calls. Now there are some phone calls. That's another show that I have to do very soon. There's some phone calls out there of the twins that I want to cover and go through, see what they're talking about in there. Let me grab this other beer. No digas mamadas. Those were the best 4 hours you spent on YouTube, bro. There's so many horrible things I'd rather be doing than doing what I did yesterday, watching that fucking game, bro. And here's the thing. I'm so honest that I didn't have like fights playing on another screen or maybe editing happening on this screen over here. Nah, I ain't do none of that, man. I bullshitted with y'all in the chat and watched the worst sporting event I've ever seen in my life. Listen, that game took the pain and the hurt off of International Fight Week going to shit and Connor's fucking wheels blowing up as soon as he got in the cage. All that shit went away after the first 16-hour half of that boring-ass game. The Twins have that info on hand from the trials? Nah, we search through shit. I be finding shit. They be finding shit. We search through the internet. People from the chat find shit. And I think Yard dropped some phone calls, and there's a long one on there. And I probably want to react to that, but I probably want to do it with Jay Flores. Supposedly the government only has one recording of Mayo, but it's never surfaced. And who's the supposedly? When did this supposedly happen? Shout out Ish. Shout out Zorada Velez. I came in super late, so I was ready to kill that screen. I wanted to put a bullet in it. It was brutal. Does the Twins have all their phone calls? No. You know what I want to find? I want to find pictures of them coming off the plane. Does the Twins have all their phone calls or evidence from their case on hand they can show on your podcast? No, they've shown things. They've shown the watch that El Mayo gave them, but no, they don't have nothing like. They're not sitting on a dossier that I know of that they're willing to show me or have mentioned to me or anything like that. I'm delusional, but if I was old like Mayo and saw two youngins like the Twins doing it big and wanting to get out, I would have gave them a pass. You're not a monster. You know, they were the cash cow, and he likes cows. And when it comes to business, all of those matters of the heart go out the window. That would be incredible to see that live with the Twins. See what live? The phone calls? I want to do the phone calls with them. So we got some other things we're talking about too. I'll keep y'all informed. Maybe every Friday have them show a piece of phone calls or wild info we never heard of. Yeah, it's hard though. I don't impose on anybody's schedule, right? I don't want the channel to have to depend on them, and I also don't want them to have a strange schedule because they're trying to do something for me. The time that they give me, I appreciate it, and we go from there. When we can schedule things and hook things up, we do so. So anything is a possibility, always. They're looking to get rid of that watch? Probably not. Those pictures off the plane are like the pilot, nowhere to be found, nowhere to be found. If you have a good heart, it's hard to go far in this life, bro. But I believe that the Twins were the one fucking proof that you can do it, and everybody calls it a lie. Says they got all kind of bodies and shit. If they had bodies, why ain't it in any of the cases? Why didn't they get them off their fucking back when they proffered? Like, I don't understand it. Explain it to me. If someone, and I've been here a couple of years now, nobody's giving me a better answer. They all tell me to shut the fuck up and I'm stupid, but they don't give me a better answer. So my answer to them is,
shut up, bitch! Shut your fucking mouth!
Hundreds up. I mean, I made friends with the alleged coldest motherfuckers you could think of. Somehow, my mother used to be like, how are you best friends with all of these motherfuckers in jail for this, that, and the other? It's life. And I met a lot of good people. A lot of bad motherfuckers that'll lay you down in a minute. But they weren't running around just trying to rob old ladies and punch women in the face. And they weren't just can't get right like that. They were in a game. They were playing that game. Once you leak out of that game, you become a psychopath. You're in a psychopath cult. Would you guys ever link up and do an in-person stream? Who? With the Twins? Yeah. The Twins are the exception to the rule. And the exception has to be acknowledged. I agree. Now, if time passes and somebody finds a body on them, cool, tell me, so I can call them liars. But if their word was good enough for the United States government, I'll take it. The fuck? I will take it. Shout out to the crowd. We had a nice crowd today. Lots of new faces. I'll let y'all know we appreciate opinions. We don't appreciate bad attitudes. You can have your opinion. We don't have to agree. Just keep your bad attitudes away from here, or else we put you in the fucking bathroom.
Put him in a fucking bathroom, Mike.
All right. I'm going to read through the top chat quickly before we get out of here. Again, hit that like button if you have yet to do so. We'll be here Friday, 7 p.m. Central Time. Shout out Tere, Velez, Zoraida, LV, Shannon, Pete, Sam, TJ Betts, Ish, Raven, Sobrino, Cody, EC12, Dap, Peter Flores, Eras, Big June, Face, Brian, Ivy, Mo, 10K, James Scott, Nando, Dance, Elizabeth, Vernon, D-Life, Craig, Finesse, Osvaldo, Sam Adama, Michael Knight, Michael Moreno, Borregazo, Dragon, Yoel, 323G, Dave, Glory Days, Michael Phelps. Salutes to y'all. 41 people came through the chat. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yo, you're a greedy motherfucker, Velez. Huh? Aquí tú no manda. You don't run shit around here, okay? Right? You gotta make some changes in your life to get some juice around here, man. You think the Twins want to get into streaming and see the money in it and have that itch for it? Big Meech is tapping into streaming and making his money off of it. Yeah, everybody's trying though. It's not for everybody. I think they're gonna try to get the money in the other ways than just streaming. Streaming is just another thing. Shout out Samsung. Peace out, Shah. Appreciate you. Shout out Zorada. Great live, Shah. Thank you as always for the great content. Go get you something to eat and try to relax a little. I think I am going to try to do that. Though there's always something that needs to be done. There's always something happening. And again, rest in peace, OG Bigger Rankin. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. I will never forget what you did for me, and I will always honor that shit. Shout out JP for popping through. Hold on. Is JP not even on this list here? Oh, no. He didn't come in the chat, did he? Damn, he didn't even step in the chat today, y'all. Y'all need to go check his ass and be like, what's up with the people's chat, bro? He didn't even step in the motherfucking chat. Streaming is hard. And listen, Meech ain't doing himself no favors. He's looking goofy up there. So I think everybody thinks it's easy money, and it's not. It's for the kids that it looked like it was easy money for, they caught a moment. Once that moment passes, everybody else is playing catch up. I still ain't seen my episode of Raising Kanan. I had to do House of the Dragon. That's out. Make sure you go follow us on Ill Films. All right, if you're into movies and TV, I do reaction videos to film and TV at Ill Films. And And our body cams and true crime stuff is on Ill Crimes. Make sure you go sub up over there. We got regular uploads that happen over there. Am I on that daily streaming lately? She got to catch the rhythm. But guess what? She don't realize that. What is she doing on the streaming? Is she up there telling story? If she's not, she needs to shut the fuck up.
Shut up, bitch!
Because motherfuckers ain't just, they don't just want to sit there and look at you. And you're sitting there waiting for the algorithm to hit. You got to offer them something. What are you giving them? What are you telling them? All the bullshit that you told your lawyer about your love story, tell the fucking alucinas in the chat. They want to hear that shit. Then I'll come and I'll debunk that shit. The people that get rich in gold rushes are the ones that sell shovels. And man, the people that get rich in gold rushes are the ones that sell the shovels. Indeed. There you have it. Shout out Valette. She on kick. I need to sub. She's not from your faction, bro. Don't you go wasting your sub on somebody that got a pizza tattoo. Ain't you a cheerleader, bro? You can't be the head of cheer on one team and then fucking want to go see what the other team's outfits look like. Or can you? Because there's no loyalty in this shit. Fucking alucines. No, she's up there challenging random people. Yesterday she was on there with some random girl. Like challenging. So it's a money grab. So she's looking for the short money. So that's not good. That means something's not right. That's short money that. I'm sure you can make money in that battles, but there's more longevity in her running her mouth. Does she have no character? Loose shovels, good price. That shit reminds me of Deadwood. Nah, todo bien. Oh, it's all good. Valette said it's all good. That shit's not against the rules. All right, my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt. I didn't stay to find out what they were going to talk about. It just sounded like they had no idea who this girl was. They don't. And I don't think they're talking about nothing. If you're saying those challenges, what those challenges are is your audience versus my audience. Who can send more donos? That's my understanding of it. So she's just shooting for whatever she can make on a daily off of that. Instead of thinking, I could make $50,000 a month if I'm making videos telling my story. Does she have no fucking ambition? She just want to walk slow motion in music videos with her lawyer and shit? The battles are just to make money. But that's short money. Those battles are just another function, another tool offered for you to make money on Instagram. Forget. Okay, nobody knows her name. Cool. Then tell your story. You want people to recognize you off just your name? No, then tell the story. Then people start to recognize you. What are we talking about, bro? Who's her social media manager? The guy that was speaking English in the background?
English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
Shout out Raven, brother. You're one of the few that have empathy. That's why you're so successful. Shout out Raven. I have empathy for those that deserve it. But you already know that. Salutes to you. I appreciate you. Shout out Ish. Like, they're not really talking about anything in particular. No, they're not talking about nothing. But that's my point. She gets online. She has this already certain number of people that follow her, right? And she knows that they know who she is. She wants everybody else to know her off her name, which ain't even, Emma El Chaparrita Guzman. No, it's always Emma Coronel, right? Okay, nobody knows your fucking name. So tell your story. They'll get to know your name. Instead, she's like, okay, the people that know my name versus you, who could give me the most donos? She's not pimping her story right. It's all towards the day. Yeah, it's day money. She probably has a 200K goal in diamonds. What does that mean, though? Has she ever hit 200K in it? Like, come on, man. This shit sounds like some bullshit.
Bullshit.
Tell your story, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Ish. I cumplido mi condena. I gotta throw these fucking bottles out. I'm just here every day. How could they when they had no idea who this girl was? I heard her ask the girl, where are you from? Where are you right now? Nada. Yeah, nah. And she don't speak the English?
English, motherfucker, do you speak
It's a whole fucked up situation, man. She's missing the boat. I should be her manager. You can battle random people as part of the TikTok battle thing. That's what I'm saying. It's just it's another thing. It's another feature. She could be making more money telling her story on TikTok. 1 minute. One time he took me to a fertility specialist in Spain because, you know, and she could just, I was going to start going crazy and making up theories and shit, but let me just leave it at that. 200K is $1,000. Oh, shit. That's it? She's working for that day money, man. Shit's going rough over there, Ish. I'm going to go battle that motherfucker. They were talking Spanish? Look at that. Well, not with the Korean girl. With the Korean girl went like, what's up, bitch? Shit was funny. We're all talking, for those that don't know, we're talking about Chapo's wife on TikTok battling people for donos and shit. Trying to make $1,000 a day. Like, shit's not looking good for you, baby. She needed to be practicing her English since she did say she was living in LA. She better do something, man. Being in her lawyer's videos ain't gonna cut it. Alright, y'all. She could really just flash her cleavage and make that. OnlyFans. Make the month in a day. Honey's up to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. Y'all have a great fucking week. Please get after that goddamn million. Don't let the evil people get the money, man. Get that money back. Invest that shit. Flip that shit. Dip that shit. Don't be a criminal. Don't be a monster. Be good to your family. Don't allow yourself to be stepped on. I wish abundance on your pockets. Hope everybody has a great day tomorrow, great week for the rest of the week, and you get paid. She's probably making a stack to 3 stacks a day streaming in those battles. Let me ask you something. So, maybe you don't know the answer to this. So she battling motherfuckers all day long. People donating for her to win. Even in the losses, those donations still go. She still gets the donations, right? It ain't like if you lose, you don't get none of the donations. You're still getting those donations. So you just pimping your audience like multiple times a day. Shout out to Zorada. Have a great night and day tomorrow. Shy, chat, and blessings. Salutes. About to go eat and chill out, man. Your boy's social barometer is off the fucking meat rack. I've been live every other day. There's all kind of shit going on. A lot of sadness in the close proximity and in the world. It's crazy. But everybody keep your fucking head up. And I'll see y'all here on Friday. Shout out Ish. She said exactly. That is crazy. You just pimping your audience all day long. Like, bitch, battles after 7 p.m. and that's it. But again, if the audience there to, be pimped, then what can we do? She still gets them. Okay, then what can we do? I'm not going to tell them no. If they was giving it to me, I'm not going to tell them no. Is it really the audience she pumping? Or tiene lavanderia? Or is she laundering money? I don't know. See, you open up a can of worms right there. I don't know. What are the ins and outs of that? Maybe. Listen, there's going to be a new scam every day, Papa. And then somebody going to figure that one out, and then somebody going to figure that one out, and then somebody going to snitch and tell all the secrets. And it wouldn't make sense to wash it on TikTok. They take, yeah. There you go. Logical answer. Shut out, Ish. 50 fucking %. Coño, man. Yeah, I don't even want to fuck with them. Like, I already was uploading shit for free, but damn, now you want to take another 50? All right. Y'all have an amazing night. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet on the way out. Go watch Cartel episode 6 before you go to bed tonight. Hit the like button. Leave a comment on there. Share it. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Jump in our playlist section. We got mad shit in there. Evergreen shit that's forever. Doesn't have a date on it. Get it done. I appreciate y'all. That's true. 50% is wild. Crazy shit. Because then you think about it, the people that process it, they're going to take a percentage too. At the end of the day, you're the minority. So that shot in chat. Blessings to everyone. Good night. Shout out Velez. That's crazy, 50%. Shout out Ish. More if you load up on Apple, that takes 70%. Apple Music? See, I got to check and see if my music's on there. Get the fuck out of there. 70%, you might as well fucking show up at my house, knock on my door, slap me in my fucking face. Shout out Dap. Salutes to you. I appreciate you for the memberships. All right, hopefully those people appreciate it. To everybody got a membership today, you owe it to Dap Dillinger 504. All right, I think I got to give away some memberships too, but we'll do that Friday. 70% is crazy. With that said, I will holla. Peace.